I'm, as always, DM Daddy RPG. Daddy loves you. And we are here for another fun-filled game of Scions. Let's just go ahead and jump on in. And we have Jolie, played by Dolly Cakes, who's currently under Fid's panel. We have Aquila, played by Artie Do 2, who's currently under my panel. We have Laurel, played by D Generation X. Gotta do the X, gotta do the suck it, because that's the whole joke behind the name. And she is actually in her panel with Laurel. Let's go. Then we have Killian.
Nobody takes my panel.
Killian, not Cillian. Killian.
Got it right on the first go.
On the first go. Don't hold me to it. Because I messed it up like 3 times earlier while on the phone call with Denny. But we have Killian, portrayed by Luxor. And then we also have Fid, who is played by Deadly Ambitions. And we have Yuki, who's played by the Bat Sam, the underscore Bat Sam. Let's start with the person who's off on their own. Dolly, aka Jolie. Recap of some stuff that happened last game.
I mean, am I ever on my own? You know. Can I start at the end? Is there like a
you
rule
can
against
you
that?
can recap whatever you would like to recap.
Okay, cool, because I don't give a shit about the fight that happened.
Yep.
So I ran past the fight to find 4 people trying to gang up on this poor old man in an alleyway. I also apologize for my nasaliness ahead of time. But so I was able to entrance 2 of them so that they no longer beat up him. But ultimately he died anyway.
That old man died in that alley.
And then came back to life.
Okay. Aquila.
Alright, so last game, we were informed about some Dodekatheon members, gods and scions alike, disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
So we got some information from 2 other members who knew some stuff about it, but not much. So,
Which 2
yeah, I don't want
members?
to... It was... let me look at the spelling real quick. And because it was Ares and it was Dionysus. Yeah, it was those 2.
Hell yeah.
One of them a lot more helpful than the other.
And Killian.
So we were told that Dudley's here.
Yay.
We were told that
Dolly, you can stop sharing your screen.
Sorry, my brain is scrambled. We were told that a grouping of the Dodekatheon had gone missing, and we were voluntold, sort of, that we needed to help find them because the Dodekatheon Scions are obviously too busy. Throwing shade, don't mind me. And when we finished up talking to Dionysus and Ares, we exited into like a parking lot. Fought with some government-style, I think, robots. Not sure yet. To find them killing King Arthur, of all people.
And that's good. Laurel.
Well, what have we missed? We missed the summit we started with, where all the Scions were getting together for a fake party, but really it was just a problem meeting. There was some drinking. We met each other, sort of, kind of, for the first time, some of us. And, then adventures. We waited 2 hours to leave because packing.
All right, and Fid, played by Deadly Ambitions.
Hi. You know what? We covered everything there.
Pretty much the only things that have really been glanced over is the summit stuff.
Okay. We discovered people in this like kind of haze. They're kind of like invisible kind of thing to there. While we fought them, we came to the realization that they were not human, and were kind of, I don't want to say android based, but they were definitely not human, to say the least. And fighting them through there, we discovered a little bit more about each other and what each other can do. And one has the power of sunlight, and we learned Yuki's of the shadows kind of situation. And I can't remember her name right now. Top of the head, hold on here. I can't remember Dolly. I can't remember your name. Jolie. Besides her southern accent taking everyone off guard, can pretty much entrance people with touch or possibly voice.
And looks. Don't forget the looks.
Probably looks too.
Just because the robots didn't find her attractive doesn't mean Jolie is not attractive.
As Chat pointed out.
Furiously.
Furiously.
Like, what do you mean Dolly's not pretty? Everybody, we all know Dolly's pretty. I just want to reiterate that from last week.
Everybody was like, unsubscribe.
I was not throwing shade at my friend. I, in fact, even made her the thumbnail of episode 1 for this on YouTube.
Am I the thumbnail?
You absolutely... Like, you doing your K-pop pose is the thumbnail.
Lovely.
You're
I will take 12%, thank you.
12% of my, 5 cents? You're welcome to it, Dolly. All right. And Sam just texted me. She is still trapped with customers at work, but as soon as she gets into her car, she will be joining us. Which is fine, because we left off with Fuki kind of just lurking back in the background. Oh. Did we lose her, or who we lose?
The extra stream went away.
Oh, no. I'll fix it. I'm gonna fix it. I'm a pro streamer. I can do it. Got it. Oh. Fuki was hanging out in the background anyway, lurking in the shadows, not really knowing what all she was supposed to do because she had never experienced Scion culture before, nor has she ever done any tasks or any deeds of merit. So she's kind of just watching, observing, learning about this other part of her culture that she's never participated in. And that's how we're going to start off tonight, because it left off with you guys have been talking with King Arthur, and he had taken his sword back. He had a bottle of whiskey from Killian, and he asked, "What can the king do for you?" And that is where we're picking up, friends. Let me go ahead and get us to where are we picking up? Well, this alleyway.
It's hard to see our icons and also the alleyway because our icons are so small. Maybe that's just my screen. I don't know.
No, it's not just your screen.
Okay.
My sizing implementations were a little off for some of these.
Okay. Where the fudge am I? Is this one me?
Bottom right.
Oh yeah, there I am. I am.
And thanks to the help of Deadly Ambitions, all of your names will be on all the maps instead of me having to spend a quick minute re-uploading everybody's names, like what happened last time. Arthur will unscrew the bottles, take another big drink, another big old gulp.
So, why were those things after you?
Those ones, I'm not quite sure. They're kind of robots. They're all about oh, you're unnatural and you have to die.
So dangerous. You heard him.
Robots, androids, I don't know. Everybody it's like the whole geek, nerd, dork thing. They're all the same thing, but they're not the same thing, and I don't bloody know.
Well, that doesn't really answer my question.
Sorry. I don't know. They just jumped me. I've been getting jumped a lot lately.
By who?
Well, Titan spawn, robots, Scions.
I'm gonna walk up to him.
Foes from the past. You know, when you're immortal, like, things just tend to just keep popping back up. It's like that Highlander show.
Not a single one of them said why they were coming after you?
Oh, let's see. Some are like, we can harvest your natural essence and we can fuel a great thing. Some are, oh, you're an Abrahamic agent and you work for God and therefore we must kill you because there are many gods, not just one god. And then again, you know, the usual, we've been enemies for hundreds upon hundreds of years. Why not have another tussle?
Excuse me, King Arthur.
Arthur's fine. There's no longer a king of England. Arthur's fine.
Arthur, I'm gonna need you to look at me for a second here real quick.
Looks right at you. Drinks.
I need you to tell me the truth. I'm using the word the truth, by the way.
Mm-hmm.
Have you come across somebody who turns people to stone or dust or anything of that sort?
Merlin could do that.
With a weapon?
With a weapon, no.
To be specific, I believe it was
Oh, I'm sorry. If you were going to try to do a thing to me, it won't work on me because, again, the sword. Sheaths, unsheaths again real quick. But I am being honest with you, friend.
Laurel just holds a hand out for the bottle.
Hands the bottle. The sword does not allow me to be compelled, seduced, poisoned, killed, slain, etc., etc., etc.
Well, fortunate.
I mean,
Pass the bottle back.
I'm sorry that you'll have to work for it, fair maiden. Forgive me. Takes the bottle back from Laurel.
So, you said that you've been jumped by Scions in the past, correct?
Of course.
Did these Scions seem to have knowledge and expertise in the field of combat, by chance?
Yes. Many a great warrior have tried. Quite a few have actually succeeded, but...
So what happened to these Scions, both successful and failed?
Oh, I don't know, half the time. Oh, did my stream go away again?
Yep.
Why? It's, making me
I
mad.
really don't have that problem.
It's still running for me.
Yeah, this is normally never a problem. I don't understand what's happening. It's making me angry. Like, but yeah, no, what happened to them? Well, I can assure you that I have never slain one of your people, beat into unconsciousness and submission, absolutely pinned down until they relent, 100%, but slain aside, why never? That wouldn't be very kingly.
Pretty kingly. So half the kings become kings.
Well, as I said, I'm not really a king anymore, so that's fine. But no,
So
and then half the time, like, you know, like, if I'm getting, like, jumped, and if my friends surround, my friend intervenes, and then I don't really know because I wander off, because it's not my fight anymore. I'm a very honorable knight.
Who was your friend?
He goes by Lou.
And what's Lou supposed to do for us?
I don't know.
Right.
You were asking me questions about what happens to people that try to fight me, and I say half the time, Lou intervenes.
Yeah, but how does he intervene?
Usually in a bright light and with his sword.
So he fights your battles for you.
Sometimes.
Doesn't seem very kingly.
Well, I mean...
Again, do you know what a king is? That's
It's not
pretty
very
kingly.
honorable to assault a drunk man either. Ah. Counter. Riposte. Parry. And he is actually, not with Excalibur, just with his arm, like, in this alleyway, just, like, doing the gestures as he's...
I mean, I would never presume to assume what any sort of king would or would not do.
Oh, currently disconnected. Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
You what? I didn't hear you.
We lost Killian.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah. So, you don't know of any man who fights with a sword that can turn people to stone and dust or anything?
No.
That was a very particular question.
Do you not know who we're looking for?
I thought you guys were all looking for me.
No. You can show your confidence down there. You're almost part of my Dodekatheon with that attitude. We are looking for the person
Okay.
who we saw in that vision.
And?
He turned people to like a stone-ish ashes thing when he hit people with swords.
Oh, we found someone else.
Sorry.
And I'm asking about the other person if he has encountered.
Oh, we have a random herd. Hey. Chat's already started. There's 4 of you here because Killian is having technical...
Having a friend isn't a bad thing,
Okay.
but we need to make sure we're looking for that certain individual for reasons.
I mean,
All right.
absolutely not.
Fid, you take a harm. Take 1 breeze.
Son of a bitch.
Little slap from Excalibur. Saucy little sword.
It does have a mind of its own. If you ever seen that movie, I'm sorry to disappoint you, fair warriors and travelers. But if you're
Can I-
seeking, the only sword stone thing I know is when I got this guy.
Hey, Matilda, will you clear something for me? Because I don't know if it's just my sick, fuzzy head that doesn't remember, but I don't remember you mentioning anything about anything I saw turning to stone or ash.
In the orb that you threw the cloth over,
Yeah.
that there was visions of you guys saw like Zeus getting taken down that way, and a bunch of the other Dodekas, and then some Scions, and when it got to William's part, you threw the cloth over.
Yeah, I know. I just didn't remember prior to that anything.
No, prior to that, you did not know
Just in the
that.
crystal ball.
Yep.
Okay.
Can I roll for like general knowledge to see if I remember, like the son of Thor, Lucas, what he looks like?
Sure.
Okay. Is that something I do or you do? I can't remember.
You do. So
Okay.
on your sheet, there's expertise, general knowledge. Dolly, can I get you to share screening? Oh, never mind. Of course, the second I say it. But will he actually come back this time?
Can y'all hear me?
Yep,
Yeah.
and see him.
Oh my god.
Hey, welcome back.
Is it
I
under
clicked-
stats and skills or powers and
It's
advantages?
under skills. So
Okay.
the main page.
One setting button.
No, I got it.
Yeah, you absolutely know what Lucas looks like. Hot boy, Thor's son. let me...
He was the blonde on the motorcycle in the Discord, if you remember that picture.
I don't think I ever actually saw it.
It's okay. I got you, friend.
Okay, thank you.
Check your DMs for a thirst trap photo of a semi-Demi-God.
Oh my goodness. Hello. Okay.
Right?
Have you not gone through all the thirst traps on Discord yet?
She is not. Artie tends to ignore those things unless they're relevant, to the game session.
Yeah.
Unless I'm notified of somebody adding me or adding everyone, I'm blissfully unaware of a lot of things.
When you get a second, go through the Scion Discord. Okay. You'll thank me later.
It's not needed.
Mateo is very good at picking thirst traps of random NPCs.
I'm pretty sure I picked your thirst trap for X.
You did.
So, Arthur, amongst these Scions who have encountered you, do you recall anyone, young male, blonde, short hair, light stubble, covered in tattoos? Possibly have a motorcycle?
Milady, you just described half of your people.
Fair enough.
May I ask why you're asking about him in particular?
I feel as though this may be another lead in the case of the missing members. Did this Scion... Do you remember any Scion that matches this description using any sort of magic or power?
At least 8.
Any of them use magic related to possibly lightning?
3. But, no, I'm not helpful. You also described Lou, and Lou hasn't attacked me, but he doesn't attack with lightning. So I guess that disqualifies Lou?
Is Lou a Scion?
No.
What is Lou?
Lou's like me.
Just an immortal being?
Yes.
The reason why
I have run out of a bottle of whiskey. Just smashes it in the alley.
No, that's littering.
I guess we should go get more, huh?
I mean, gestures to a door behind him. It's like, if you all feel safe enough, you are more than welcome to join me inside my abode.
This
We have
is
a
your
task
abode.
to do.
Oh, Jesus. Okay,
No wonder
Aquila
they were
take
able to
harm
find you.
as Koi just solely
Shards
targeted
of
you.
glass.
I'm feeling the love. Thank you, Koi.
Come on down for a
Killian?
drink.
Shards of glass from the bottle as Koi is now flavor texting how he wants you to be heard.
Oh, goodness gracious. See, this is why we don't litter.
I apologize. I also have chloroseptic, I think that's what it's called, and bandages inside as well.
Laurel would just
I may
roll
require
her eyes and activate Rays of Hope for a second.
Oh,
Oh.
okay.
Hey, Killian, have you seen King Arthur in any of your visions?
Yeah, actually.
Anything but particular worth to us?
Oh no, I literally saw the reason I pointed us to the alley was because I saw him in the alley.
So nothing else besides that.
Jesus Christ, you're bright.
Thank you.
maybe.
Just gets out of the sunbeam in the middle of the night. You know that potentially can attract those robot things, right?
Good.
So here's the thing though, I didn't see the 4 murder bots. I saw 4 Spartans.
4 Spartans.
Yeah. Not 4 Spartans fighting a knight, not 4 murder bots fighting fucking King Arthur.
That's the thing. That's the thing about visions. They're tricky. Can't trust them.
They are.
They're not always 100% on top of it, right?
All of you can heal any damage that you've taken, by the way, from Laurel's bright sun. shower.
Aquila will
My-
to Laurel.
My portents are normally about, I'd say 90% accurate.
Well, it can be
Well-
accurate without being
I
red as
think,
red.
I think
It can
your
have
importance.
representations.
I think your importance is much higher than 90%, friend.
That's nice.
Thank you, Arthur.
Killian, how much of your visions are representatory? Like the Spartans represent possibly these annoying robot type things.
Oh,
Is that a possibility?
that's possible. I mean,
We maybe take this inside and talk
Tower
while we
could-
drink.
a tower could be a skyscraper.
No,
And birds are always birds.
right?
It's always the birds.
It's always the birds.
It's always
I-
the birds.
I hear the bird is the word.
Oh goodness,
Oh
yeah.
my god. Now, who was this other gentleman that was like you that you mentioned?
Lou.
Yeah.
Let's go talk about Lou inside.
Yes.
Or perhaps you could even invite him over.
If I had a means of contacting him, I would. He just stops by whenever he's in town.
He just shows up.
Yeah. I mean, I've been living in the same place for 30 years, so it's not hard to find King Arthur.
Perhaps that's why you're being attacked so much.
Hmm?
Have you thought of relocating?
With what money?
Oh
You live
dear.
forever and you don't have any money.
That's
mean,
the
why
funny
don't
thing.
why don't you just sell your organs? Because you could just regenerate, can't you?
Well, then there's the whole problem of blood work and age and so on and so forth. Better not to draw attention to oneself. He says as he holds the door open for you guys.
Box on in.
Akali, I already have to pronounce your name.
Aquila?
It's Aquila. Think
Don't give me that look,
Aquila,
Ali.
except Aquila.
Aquila, can I talk to you for a second outside?
You may.
Secrets don't make friends.
Laurel will wait in the doorway.
You're the knowledge type here. So I'm gonna ask you, and I'm pretty sure you're pretty good at research. Is there anything in the stories and lore of King Arthur that could possibly deal with stone, or turning people to stone, or anything along those lines? That would be important.
Can I roll general knowledge?
Yeah, you both can. You both have that.
Yep.
With
I
your
read some-
powers combined.
I literally rolled a what, 2? Yup. Jesus fucking Christ.
Just like King Arthur told you, there's like some stories of Merlin and his great magical powers, and all kinds of random wizard bullshit. Could probably absolutely, but for the most part, most stories tied to Arthur, he pulled a sword out of stone. It's about as far as stone references with King Arthur goes.
Okay.
Not
Well-
to my knowledge, I don't believe so. And I've read
I mean,
the
he didn't-
stories, so my general knowledge is, I'm assuming, quite correct.
Hey, Mateo, is there any way I can roll to be able to hear them or anything?
Hell yeah, I believe that's called perception.
Awesome, because Laurel's on the door, so the door's open.
Oh,
You said which one? Perception?
perception.
15.
Yeah, that's good enough to hear.
I would shout from inside and just say, I think you're looking for a Gorgon.
A Gorgon.
I can assure you, darling, that a Gorgon is not exactly what we're looking for.
Darling, I did not realize that you two were together.
Oh my fucking
I
god.
apologize for my flirtatious behavior towards you earlier.
Oh no, you can flirt with her all you want. But
One of those relationships. I see.
I'm gonna go and touch King Arthur on the shoulder and lean in and whisper in his ear. I assure you, there's nothing between him and I.
Oh. Was it an arrangement then? And there's no feelings there?
No arrangements of that sort either. Question, because you did say there's no manipulation, like manipulation doesn't work on him. How would my undisclosed desires, would that be able to work?
Blink me? Hit that die on it?
Because it's not like a manipulation of any sort.
No, that is not a manipulation. That just allows you to see like what they want in their head.
Dope! Okay. I would like to use that.
Okay.
I will brush my cheek against his in order to
the warm touch of a woman. It's been so long.
So he just has to make a will saving throw.
One sec. Arthur. He makes it.
Okay, that's fine then.
Damn, that was a good roll.
It
Hell
was.
yeah.
It was a very good.
Hell yeah, die. That's
He
what I'm
got a
talking
19
about.
on the die, so.
Like,
So I'm gonna walk inside.
He freezes for a moment at like the cheek to cheek, and like fumbles a little bit, but like touches your side because he's just like, it's been so long. But no visions come to Jolie or from King
Yeah.
Arthur.
It'll take me like half a second to realize it didn't work, and then I'll just like keep on moving.
Yep. Then it's just like, oh well, didn't get what I wanted.
All right, well, whatever.
Fuck you, old man.
As I walk inside, I'm like, it's more like a sister-in-law kind of situation. Trust me, those type of feelings are nothing that is in the works or needed. Honestly,
That's a shame.
it's not a shame.
If there's one
issues.
if there's one constant that I know from all of my time, it's that love is what's worth fighting for.
Completely.
And he will flop down onto this couch.
I am so glad
Emotions are unneeded. They cause issues. They cause war and death. It's unnecessary. Honestly.
Emotions are the only thing worth fighting for.
They cause art. They cause joy. They cause reasons for most people's existence. Even in your culture, freaking Helen of Troy, Aphrodite, looks at Aquila. Give him some more. You're more learned.
We're talking about what are things worth fighting for?
No, like reasons, like love stories that have carried through. I lost my train of thought.
Oh yes, there is the story of Romeo and Juliet. There are quite a few Shakespearean stories.
I wouldn't count Romeo and Juliet. That wasn't a love story. That was two horny teenagers.
Again, two deaths caused by useless, stupid emotions.
Their deaths were caused by a family feud. Two family feuds.
Which is also caused by emotion.
What are we talking about?
Hate is also an emotion.
We're talking about how sad of an existence it could feasibly be without emotion.
Arthur pulls out a bottle of vodka.
I'm pretty not sad because of sadness is an emotion.
This is not how I thought my night was going to play out.
Once you set aside your emotions, everything becomes logical.
Alien's just gonna walk up next to Arthur and like two-finger tap him on the chest and do gimme hands.
Yeah, no, like anybody who comes over to where Arthur is, Arthur will just hand out the bottle out of hospitality.
Just grabs it, takes a nice heavy swig and hands
Enjoy
it
that
back
nice
to him.
heavy swig of aristocrat vodka.
Oh god, it tastes like trauma.
Not wrong.
Well, Arthur, I apologize for bombarding you with questions earlier, but the reason why I asked them is because
it's fine.
your story your story about encountering many trying to attack you matches up somewhat with another story that we are pursuing right now. We were told about Scion members disappearing while in search of something in New York. Those who couldn't find it just didn't find it, and those who did were never seen or heard from again. One of those Scions was Lucas, the son of Thor. So I just wanted to know if your story and the story we were told were the same.
Oh. I mean, potentially. But I have not abducted anyone, if that is what you are asking.
Really?
Truly. Verily.
All right. Yep. So, just to let you know, if you encounter somebody who could possibly turn you to stone with a sword or ash or whatever, we're not really sure what kind of composition it's made of yet. But you let us know.
I will shout from the rooftops and hope that you hear.
Do you have a phone?
Looks around at his squat warehouse.
Oh, darling, I can get you a.
With
if you need.
his aristocrat vodka. So, oh yes,
vodka.
I am rolling in technological marvels.
I'm gonna Google the closest like Verizon or like Sprint phone.
Don't it's not even needed.
Also, to be fair, they're not swords, they're kukri. We saw them in the orb.
2 kukri swords, yep.
Yes, but don't you think it'd be convenient to have some way of communicating with this man?
I will tell you one thing, fair maiden, looking at Aquila. like, if there is something, restart, reset, repose. In all of my time of existing and living, there's one thing I've learned. It's that if something is happening to one group of people, even if they're not responsible, usually their enemies will know much about it because, those people are getting beat up.
The problem is, their enemies are gone.
Your enemies are all gone.
No, I don't mean our enemies. No, that would be far too convenient. I mean the enemies of whoever is turning them to stone.
Right, you said that there's a particular pantheon and their scions are the ones gone missing, right?
Mine, unluckily.
The Dodekatheon.
Which one's that one? Oh yeah, right. The Greeks. Zeus.
The cockies, yes. Matt, is there enough machine and technology in here for me to use Fly Apart to make a phone for him?
Yeah, there's enough scraps and random gadgets and gizmos and whatnots.
Okay. That's definitely what I would do. Is just kind of just, as we're talking, just pulling things here together and grabbing things and just making a phone for him.
Awesome. So, there's, the Titans and the Titan spawn. They're probably still kicking about down in Coney Island.
Why would they target just the Dodekathon and not all of us?
I don't know.
Gotta start somewhere.
Close to home?
It seems too convenient.
Well, I mean, to be fair, if there's one group of gods that have pissed off everyone.
It is the Dodekathon. Yes, it is. Here's this phone. Please don't break it. My number's in there already.
Right, because you want me to contact you should something that looks like it could turn me to stone with his swords shows up.
Yes.
Okay.
I'm assuming you'll win the fight, based on your previous...
I don't know. Would I become a living statue? Pulls up Excalibur. Would I become a living statue or would I be unstoned?
I mean, technically a Gorgon doesn't kill. They just petrify. We're not sure if this is petrification or if turning every molecule in your being to stone, which would be killing you.
Why didn't you investigate one of the bodies?
Well,
We don't have access right now.
according to Ares,
They're gone.
well, no, not according to Ares. According to an orb that we witnessed things on, once struck with the sword, the victim will turn to a marble statue, it seems, and then they would crawl away to nothingness. Whether or not they die is unknown. Ares
Well, that
did
sounds
not-
like they're stealing their ichor.
I'm sorry, could you repeat that for me?
It sounds like they're stealing their ichor, the things that like make us more than just mortal.
How does
Also,
one?
they're
Well-
definitely not dying.
How do you know they're not
Definitely
dead?
More
The
tense.
visions.
No, they're not dead. None of them are dead.
Spooky wooky
No,
witch
they-
stuff.
Good news.
They will probably.
Someone hasn't slept yet to see vision number 2 yet.
So that's a whole new discussion we need to have then. Have you met anybody who can steal that?
I mean,
Because
if you know what you're doing, yeah.
But have you met anybody recently that could?
Wouldn't know. I still got all my stuff.
What is Dolly dying over there about?
The chat.
Yeah, chat's great.
At first, I was afraid. I was petrified.
okay, so
Sorry.
listen, I'm gonna give you the basic rundown of what I have so far. We have the orbs, which showed people getting turned into dust in the wind. But I saw someone getting actively kidnapped by the cloak figure in my last vision.
Wait, can you repeat that?
I in my last vision,
Mm-hmm.
I saw a shadowed figure attacking someone who looks really damn familiar, but I can't piece together who they are. But I know for a fact we saw them who I believe was I'm still not sure they were. I can't.
You have
the-
details? Descriptions?
What?
Do you have descriptors?
I'm
I'm great with faces.
Wait for Matt to come back in here.
I'm back.
Would I be able to describe the one who I saw fighting in the tower, who we also saw? Would I be
Yeah.
able to feasibly recognize who that was?
You could also give me an intelligence roll. to
Oh
recall.
man, am I good at those? I'm decent at those.
Yes, you are.
Oh, see you thinking about things and you put your fingers together was hysterical.
Yeah, like you specifically say the name of the person.
Hang on while I grab that person's name. Will Fetter.
You saw Will.
Yeah, getting attacked in a vision and kidnapped, but then in the dream, or in the orb, you know.
Son of Hades. Fallen just like the rest of them, and the dogs died in battle. Poor things.
So the visions and the orbs are conflicting.
No, they're not.
I need... What?
You said you saw him battling in a tower, and then he got...
Taken.
Yes. That's exactly what happened.
In a tower.
And that's where I saw you, Jolie. In my vision.
What do you mean?
In my vision. So I'm gonna preface this. In all of my visions, I'm a bird. I was flying by the tower and saw the two fighting. And then I got attacked by another murder of crows. And when I came back to the same room when I flew back up, I saw you crying.
So then your vision was accurate.
So I'm guessing tower means skyscraper then?
Condominium.
Fair enough.
Witchcraft.
Look, you know what would help?
I'm playing. It was a joke. It was a joke. Offers the bottle of vodka again.
Arthur, weird question.
Hmm.
You have a couch.
Looks at the thing he's currently sitting on.
He's sitting on?
Oh, is he sitting on a couch?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm gonna plop down on the other end of the couch. I'm going to like reach into my bag and pull out like a scarf and tie it around my eyes so no one talks to me. And I'm just gonna lean my head back and try to take a nap.
He's probably trying to have a vision since sleep is the usual requirement for some kind of visions.
Is he in the military?
I mean, I've got
Fucking sleep anywhere.
I've got some mattresses back over there. If that would be more comfortable for you.
I know this is much more entertaining.
I have a question out of character. For my really feel it, can I make somebody feel really, really, really sleepy?
Sleepy's not an emotion.
It's a feeling.
I beg to differ.
I was gonna say I beg to differ.
You guys know. You know what? We're gonna do this the way we do all these kinds of questions. Evens or odds?
Always odds.
Odds, always odds.
Nope.
Damn it.
You don't got the magic touch.
Sleep is as much of an emotion as pleasure is, but whatever.
I live in a state of sleepiness, so I can back that fact up.
Oh my god.
I want to say pleasure.
Is Jody doing party tricks then?
Does anybody have like $5
Oh,
per chance?
yeah.
Yes.
Pulls out some cash.
Borrow? Have. May I have?
Yeah, whatever.
Thank you. Well, if I'm not to be disturbing Sir Killian, it's all the same to you. Nothing makes me more hungry after dying than... Dying makes me hungry. I'm going to the diner.
Would you like company?
Playing with words.
If you want. I'm sorry. You try talking 2 bottles deep, smarty pants.
Maybe just not be 2 bottles deep. It's pretty simple.
You don't almost die.
Do you have any joy? Do you have any joy in your life?
No.
Yes, I do. I have some. I write a blog, you know?
You can't have
That
joy if you don't have
brings me-
emotions.
To bring me some kind of semblance of happiness.
I am going to go get meat and potato. Away. Walks out the door. Anybody's welcome to come with, or you're welcome to stay in my humble abode, whichever you choose.
Well, somebody should stay with Killian.
I'll stay with
Okay.
Killian.
Before anything else, can I check out the room to see if there's anything of notable importance?
There is not a damn important thing in here at all. It is
All
all
right.
trash and gross.
Hmm.
Finn is going to lean against the wall, pull out the flute, and just play his flute.
Oh, that's what's happening. Then I'm going to leave.
Come now, he's got to find some semblance of joy somewhere.
Maybe you could stay and help him find it.
Absolutely not.
Oh god, the redeems all came alive again. Alright, so that's another care. Let's get that going first. Then we'll do the hurt. So, Killian gets a care. Mark it. Still Laurel's care. And then another hurt. The piercing notes of the flute hurt the ears.
Ow. Can you not while I'm trying to sleep?
Alright. So...
I'm following Laurel, by the way.
Oop. Alright, we are without Bird, without Killian, without Finn. And add Arthur. Ah, glorious, wonderful, fun time diner. Are you guys more table people or booth people?
Booth.
Whatever you fancy.
I normally just go sit at the bar. Well, counter, not a bar.
Meh.
But goes to a booth, sits on down.
I'm just gonna follow.
And Sam, were you staying at the warehouse or are you going to the diner? Also, hi Sam.
Hi. I'll stay.
Okay. Full party split. I dig it. Half and half down the middle.
What's the inside of this diner look like? Well, okay, what's the atmosphere like?
Shitty rundown diner.
How many patrons?
It's like half full. Zoom in. Zoomies. Interesting time. I can't remember the last time I was surrounded by such wonderful company.
How generous.
I believe you are the generous ones in this regard. You saved my life, you gave me booze, you're giving me food, I've got some weird device now.
I don't believe we actually saved your life, though.
I mean...
Oh, that counts.
There was an attempt.
The effort.
Didn't seem right when we first walked in.
I wouldn't know. I was gonna die either way. So, yeah. Waitress walks up. Arthur, I swear to God, you better have money. It's like, I promise you. I pulls out the wad of cash out of his pocket. I do this time. I do.
I will be covering our bill. Thank you.
Not mine.
This is like... Is this like a prank thing? Or like one of those like YouTube videos where you guys are just being nice to a homeless guy or something?
Yes.
That sounds horrible. No.
Right,
One
okay.
of us flying.
Coffee, black. Thank you. Jessica. She's like, my king. Sarcastically, and like just walks off. Comes back. Did you ladies want anything?
Coffee. And,
I don't need orders right now, just drinks.
Sweet tea.
I'll have a
Tea with
water.
packets of sugar is
I was
fine.
about to say, I could get you tea and some sugar.
Well, that's fine. Some diners have it up here, some don't. You know, I'm not too picky. It's okay.
Okay. There's a look and a thought, but she doesn't say anything.
Can I use like insight? I would like to use insight.
Sure. Jolie looking the way that she does and everything like that. It's like, I'm not too picky. There was clear just was like, yeah, sure, right.
Mm-hmm.
And she'll look at Aquila to see if Aquila wanted anything to drink.
I'll have a water.
Oh, Keela, I already said I'd put the bill. Get whatever you'd like, dear.
I'll have a water,
He
please.
likes water.
I'll be back.
All right.
So, who's William? Or Will? Everybody seemed all with Killian's.
Will is my husband.
Husband. Oh, so there is absolutely nothing with the other guy.
Yes.
Got you.
He is one of the Dodekatheons that was nabbed.
Well, hopefully he is better than the one you are currently with. Though I imagine if he's been abducted, he's not? Or was he abducted because he is? Not my problem. Takes mug of coffee and like the shitty little tiny containers of creamer. Like,
Fid's ears ring while you're playing a fucking flute.
You anime sneeze all the way from all the way back at the warehouse.
Fucking bitch.
I am so sorry to hear that. But I promise that we will do everything that we can in our power to find him. And the others.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, are you talking... Did you mean me?
Yeah, sorry.
I appreciate your sentiment, but I didn't bring it up before now because I don't want you to do things out of sympathy for me. Not that I'm saying you would, but...
Well, sympathy maybe, but it is an unjust event that has taken place. Justice must be served, the members must be found, and the perpetrator must meet their punishment. And your husband, William, is included.
And the punishment?
Depends what you're into.
It also depends on if they fight.
Well, justice requires compensation for the victim and a rightful punishment for the wrongdoer. That is how balance works. If there was no punishment for wrongdoing, everybody would do it.
I agree, but I also am not sure if it's... I'm not sure if it's our place to decide what the punishment is. Unless, of course, they fight, and then if something happens, I mean, we can't just not defend ourselves.
Perhaps.
Whose job is it then?
I'm too drunk for this serious conversation.
It's not really for me to say. I would assume it's up to the ones who are being taken or killed, however they might see fit.
Well, normally, in the pantheon of the Sedgets, Anubis is the judge of our underworld. He deems
Can I
who's not.
roll something to know who would be the one who typically judges in the Dodekathon?
Yeah.
What would that be?
That would be, if you don't have expertise, general knowledge, you could go with intellect.
With intellect. Oh, that's a whopping 5.
Oh. Hades is the god of the underworld.
I'm sure the Dodekathon have their own judgy person.
Yeah, every single person that Dodekathon judges people.
Not what I mean. Point being, it was their pantheon, and therefore likely their decision.
Well, hold on. This is fair. Let's see if we can get this. Good job, dice. That would be, if we're talking about Greeks, that'd be Thanatos, is the god of death for the Greek gods.
The god of death, yes, but judge?
I don't know. I hear Zeus is a twat. He likes to judge everything when he's not fucking them.
Sometimes both at once, I hear.
Well, anyway, that is, I think, an issue for another day.
Jessica comes back. We ready to order? Arthur's like, well, since it's being treated, I would like... Gladly accepts Jolie's hospitality in this regard. Steak, 4 sides of bacon, 2 sausages, not the patties, the links, but not like the tiny links, but like, a proper sausage. Waffles. Yes. Thank you, family.
You're most welcome. I'll just order whatever fruity thing that there is.
Yeah. Fruit bowl.
Sure. Or fruit crepes or whatever.
Something. Breakfast crepes from IHOP. Let's go.
No, those have sausage, egg, and
I know.
cheese.
I just remember IHOP trips.
Why do I know? Because that was my favorite thing to order. Anyway.
I'm aware. Rudy Tooty, fresh and fruity. That's Bob Evans, Pierce.
No.
Yes.
That's IHOP.
That's definitely IHOP.
There's definitely something like that at fucking Bob Evans. Whatever.
Yeah, they have the piggy pancake at Bob Evans. I have a 4-year-old. I should know.
La-dee-da. All right, fine. My bad. And back in the warehouse.
Is he still sleeping?
Arthur.
I guess the real question is, did I ever make it to
Did
sleep?
he ever make it to sleep with the flute playing?
Hey, flute can be very relaxing and very calming.
We will say...
Yeah, after he asked you not to play it.
Wait, does he continue to play it after being asked not to play it?
Yeah.
It's deadly, of course. Killian, evens or odds?
I'm a Dodekathon at heart.
It's always odds.
Except not tonight. The flute playing is definitely keeping you up.
Do you think you could stop playing, or maybe you could go outside to play? Killian is trying to fall asleep.
Hey Matt, quick question. If I put Killian under a daze, will that help him sleep?
Link the thing for me again. If he hit a 3rd degree, he would be knocked out.
Would that procure a vision?
Yeah, he'd be unconscious like he's sleeping.
Cool. I'm going to perform my heart's content. So he's got to make a will save.
God.
In this game, can you intentionally
Roulette?
Okay.
Fail? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just gonna intentionally fail because otherwise I'm not failing this.
Yeah.
And you pass out.
I figured I'd ask for you, bud.
Yeah, no, I was about to ask if you wanted to relent to the challenge and just fail.
Yeah.
And Killian, you now have access to that vision that is in your vision handout.
Oh god, here comes more trauma.
Oh, yeah.
When the vision ends, do I wake up like
Oh
immediately?
yeah, you jolt awake.
I'm gonna scramble around this warehouse room, not knowing how much time passed while the vision was going on and while I was dreaming. I'm gonna find something, anything, a Sharpie, a piece of chalk, a dirty piece of metal, and I'm just gonna begin drawing on the floor in like the dirt and the dust.
Okay.
I'm drawing the scene.
Drawing the entire scene, or what?
No, like I'm drawing the tree.
Okay.
Like stick figures around it to represent the people, the clock face, and then the 3 figures, and I'm just going to like very shittily sketch a pair of scissors underneath them.
Okay. So
And
Fid,
stare at it
Fid
in
and
horror.
Yuki, you just see Killian bolt awake and just start drawing on the
You must have
floor.
had a vision, Yuki. And Yuki's gone. Fuck.
She's right there.
Dan, come back. Talk to me.
Okay, I'm here. What happened?
He's drawing. He must have. He's woken up with something. He started drawing. He must have had a vision there.
I mean, I think that was his goal, right?
Just because you have a goal doesn't mean you want to accomplish it off the bat.
Well, it seems he did.
Mm.
I'm not happy about it.
Why are you not happy about it?
That was one of the worst ones I've had. And I predicted Rita.
That doesn't sound good.
I'm gonna walk over and take a look at what he's drawing.
So there's a big tree and a bunch of stick figures around the tree, and there's a clock face, and there's like three
May
little,
I ask for
three
a
little shadow figures and a pair of scissors.
May I ask for a drawing in paint?
Why? Why did you do this?
You asked for it. Actually, do I have?
Should I go back to the diner while this happens?
Yep, go for it.
Since Deadly wants an actual representation.
Listen, you can't tell me you're drawing on something and not give me a paint image.
All right. So back
And then
in
they can
the
go to Discord, Matt.
Yep. So back in the diner. Arthur's giant pile of food. And just with a fork and knife, with manners. Even though he is ravenously hungry, he's just like, thank you again.
when's the last time you ate this much?
It's been 4 days since my last meal.
Why?
Because everything costs money now.
He doesn't need to eat.
Shut up, you're not in the scene!
Starving is miserable, first of all.
Have you starved to death before?
Many times. But the sword brings me back!
I'm gonna actually start setting up an Instacart order for this old man. For like a repetitive delivery, like once a week, to deliver him just like fruit and waffle mix and a waffle maker, because I saw him eating that, and bacon and steaks and just like
meat and fruit.
Yeah, just like $300 worth of food just every week, because I don't know money. So here you go.
You're using your money the same way that you saw your husband use money. Whatever.
Here you go, starving old man. That might or might not be dangerous.
I mean, he's definitely dangerous. He can't die. You can't kill him.
Okay, but I'm not even gonna tell him I'm doing it. By the way, I'm just sitting there on my phone.
Oh. Speaking of your phone, you get a text back.
Okay.
By the way, did we all get food?
We all would order, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Jessica asked for everybody's order, but I wanted to give other players a chance, and now other players have to draw.
Okay.
I need a fruity thing.
By the way, how much does Jolie tip?
How much is the bill?
Maybe like $40.
She'll round it to 100.
Oh, I'm sorry. Hold on. What the fuck did I just hear?
Jolie rounds it up to $100.
From 40?
So like $59 and change of tip.
We didn't talk about your ability to round up. At that point.
She's a waitress. She's probably been
Jessica says shut your mouth, fit / deadly. It was her $50-something.
Oh, I was asking with the Instacart. I don't care how much she tips the waitress. She tipped the waitress $300. I don't give a shit.
Mateo, can I didn't hear what caused that reaction.
Fid says he doesn't give a shit about a waiter or a waitress. Or Fid / Deadly says he doesn't give a shit about waiter or waitress. You can tip them whatever you want. He only cares what you're tipping the Instacart person.
No, I said you can tip him $300. I'm not going to give any face for that there, because that's customer service you're getting there. I'm talking about the driver.
Anyway, can I sneakily take a picture of Arthur?
Yeah.
Okay, just like as he's like nomming, I'm just gonna like.
It was like, as the meal goes on, less and less of his cordialness goes. He's just like, oh, food, so delicious. I've missed you.
I'm just gonna pick up my sunny side egg.
Just one egg. Just
a glass of water.
One egg and a glass of water, yep.
I'm just gonna start moving like breakfast meat from my plate to Akila's plate. Like throwing a slice of toast at her.
I'm probably gonna do the same thing, just a couple pieces of fruit, just like me and Laurel just putting food in front of Akila, like, you're small, come on.
Arthur does not offer you any of his food.
When you first start doing that, she'll like lightly toss the food back over to the other side of her plate with her fork, and then when she realizes it's fruitless, she'll just accept it.
Like aggressively slams a sausage down.
Fruitless, but
Hey.
I know, Deadly. I was just giving you grief, friend.
I know.
Because you know what I do for a living. And I'm like, wow, fuck you, Deadly. Okay, cool.
Uploaded shutupdeadly.png. Jesus fucking Christ.
You're welcome.
Oh god, is it actually there?
Yep.
It's literally called shutupdeadly.png, by the way.
Yep, it sure is.
I'm surprisingly really impressed with those scissors.
Thank you.
I knew what they were.
That's what you're a freshman? Man,
Like, it's hard.
the bar is low. The bar is low.
It's hard to fucking make scissors. It really is.
I'm drawing with a mouse. It's not like I have my stylus on my phone.
I've been drawing with a touchpad. I figured it out. Who draws with a stylus besides
Hey,
Harvey?
Sam. Hey, Thor God of Thunder turned their hair red.
Thor God of Thunder 04.
Says now I am now red-haired Hank.
What?
Hank's
Red hair.
hair is red now.
Oh, you turned. Oh. Okay, I need a picture of it before I can say my
do me a
opinion.
favor and upload that picture in the Scion channel.
On it.
You know, if you draw for every one of your things, I'm gonna have you draw it and paint every single time, just for the kicks of it.
Was there anything else we wanted to cover at the diner, or can we bring the party all back together?
No, we can bring it all back together.
No, it's fine.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad I made it.
I know what character I'm gonna play next in the D&D session.
Yeah?
Now.
Thank you, Luxor. You remind me of one of my favorite characters that I played for one session.
I apologize for whatever I have unleashed upon the world.
Thanks.
Laurel's gonna grab a couple of like extra pancake platters and pay for them herself and bring them back to an extra one for Arthur, but also one for everyone that stayed behind.
Okay. And we come back in to new giant drawing on the floor.
Redecorating. Passes back to Fid. Passes back to Killian. Passes back to Yuki. Passes back to Arthur.
Oh. Art, I see. That's... Thank you, friend.
I had a vision.
Mission accomplished.
It doesn't look like a pleasant one.
No, it wasn't.
Well,
But you should have seen you actually woke up.
I'm not gonna say it out loud, but I'm gonna silently, slightly judge Killian for like desecrating the floor of the man who is showing the best hospitality.
It's like drawn in dust from this old man's house.
I
If
know.
anything, he's something
We're talking
clean.
about Aquila here, man.
If anything, he's something clean.
I will also schedule him a cleaning next week.
Can I have Jolene in real life, please? I
No.
would love to have someone come just clean my house for me.
Mm-mm.
Don't dirty it.
So, Killian, care to use your words and explain?
I'm pretty sure I watched
There's
Oh,
the.
she's swapping.
Sam changing. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I watched the entire amount of the kidnapped Dodekatheon have their fate strings cut. See gestures to the three, like, just weirdly analogous shapes.
Wait, are these the Fate Sisters?
I think so.
I don't know
for general
much about
knowledge on
them.
For those of you that want to see the drawing that they're talking about, it is in the Scion channel on the Discord.
Can I roll for general knowledge on the Fate Sisters?
Sure.
I would be rolling as well here, so.
The only thing I've ever heard is that they're
I hate this game.
finicky and talking riddles. That's all I know.
This
that actually hits. Deadly. So.
Killian gestures to the one figure that's away from the group that is ringing the tree. This is Zeus. These are all the other kidnapped scions and gods and demigods who all were wrapped around the tree and looked absolutely desiccated. Wrapped in gold.
This is in no way a slight on your artistry skills. Did the tree look important?
Yes.
Like maybe a tree of life or something?
Or world tree, or I mean, there are many of our, things built around trees.
It was tall enough that it extended from the earth into the heavens. Damn near close.
Sounds close to probably a world tree then, versus just a life tree.
For Deadly and Artie, check the group chat.
And this clock face was stopped right up until the end of the vision where it started ticking again.
Speaking of which, make me a will save, Killian.
Mateo, can I roll general knowledge? Well, I don't have general knowledge, but I don't think I do. Hold on, let me just make sure.
By the
intelligence to know what kind of tree the Dodekatheon use for a world tree, or
sure.
Yeah. But by the bark, do you know what kind of tree it would be?
Why is my intelligence roll always a fucking 3? Wait, this doesn't make any sense.
By the bark of the tree, would I know?
Bark or leaves or any sign, would you be able to tell possibly what kind of tree or where this tree would grow?
Oh, there it goes. Okay.
I was a little preoccupied with the ring of gray-skinned, dried-up husks that were wrapped to the tree in gold strands.
It was stuck on 2 for some reason. I rolled 2 3 times in a row.
Yeah. Koi, I've seen it, but there's literally nothing to intervene on Yuki's behalf. It's literally like when shit has gone bad is what intervention is.
Matt, can I roll a general knowledge of the trees and be able to describe these trees to Killian? Of the different pantheons, basically different, the world tree, the life tree. I can't remember what the tree is called for all the Norse people.
Yggdrasil?
Yeah, thank you. Would I be able to roll something to kind of just pull up, describe it to him in detail?
It's not going to set it. Anything you will say does not register with Killian.
Okay, cool. So, my character will go off and describe some things now, but nothing will happen. Cool.
Yep. I'll give you that one because it's not one of those.
Okay. This might be more of a question for Aquila or Fid, but as far as my knowledge goes, the Fate Sisters don't really get involved in what the Dodekatheon really do. They keep up with the fates.
They don't get involved in pretty much anyone. So, but they do deal with fates. They do make deals. They have made deals with many before, human and non-human.
But would they make such a deal that they would cut the strings of so many? That seems like it would be more of a deal than anybody could feasibly offer to them.
If they're dead.
Yes, there's one, I can't remember the name of the thing. There's one thing with a story where they were actually forced to make a deal to cut certain people's strings. I cannot remember this lore thing off the top of my head right now. Would Fid remember? Or no?
Give me a roll.
Cool.
That's why I gave you brainy types this general thing. Yeah.
21.
Yeah, no. Totally a thing.
Okay,
Sometimes different gods would go to them. The tricky thing is like, you don't know if it's true or not. Because,
yes.
like in the blurb that I said, like, the fates, nobody can remember what they did.
Mm-hmm. I've heard many stories that... Now, would I be able to know what kind of deals they were supposedly made to in order to do that?
It varies. There's rumors that, spurned lover. There's rumors of killed a human king because tyrant. There's so on, so forth.
Okay. There's definitely occasions where people have made deals with the sisters, and the sisters themselves have cut strings for reasons ranging from anywhere from spurned lovers to a kingdom being controlled by an angry tyrant. So, honestly, it's as long as you can appease them, you can make the deal.
But the entirety of their pantheon, almost.
They could be under duress. They could be under control.
Perhaps we should try to speak with them?
Oh.
What was fun?
You want to speak to the sisters?
If we think they're the ones behind this, how does that make sense?
But we have this discussion with the sisters, and we leave. You pretty much. No one can really remember what kind of things happened there. At least that's kind of how the story goes. So I don't know how we're gonna keep that information once we get it from them.
Maybe we don't have to keep it, because if we speak with them, but then they're there with all the gods and pantheons, then can't we just, while we're there, make some sort of deal to free them?
I don't.
It makes sense that they would be here, and he kind of taps the ground for the vision, because this is the pantheon that they're connected with. If it were, say, my pantheon, you would be looking to my mother. If it were Laura and Akila's pantheon, I honestly don't know who handles fate in your realm, but it'd be someone else. It makes sense that it's the fate for the Dodekatheon.
Well, I mean, yes, the thing.
There is no god of fate in our pantheon.
Make our own fate
of life.
Getting their attention, getting their audience is going to be hard.
Well, surely we didn't think saving a bunch of gods and scions would be easy.
I mean, like, stupidly hard.
But it's not impossible. So
I mean, we can see if we can talk to one of their supposed mothers and see if we can get some information on that. Because the people who have summoned her are pretty much all gone.
So you said you want to speak to one of their lovers?
Mothers.
And you know where to find the mothers?
I mean, there's a range, Zeus, he's kind of been with everybody through there, so there's Nyx, there's Themis, there's rumors as well about the Nick and Necessity as well. So we got 4 options to go to at least, maybe more.
Zeus is gone.
Zeus. Yes, so we can't go to him. That's why I said we got Nyx. We got Themis.
Nyx has been gone. Is gone by chance? Mateo, was she in the orb?
Pretty much
Nyx.
Every god except for Ares and Dionysus were in the orb.
Oh, okay, cool.
So that option's gone.
Then if all the other ones are options gone, I'm pretty sure then Themis and Nick and Necessity are also gone.
You hear from across the room where he had gestured to the piles of beds before. Every time I die, like for the 15 minutes, I do go back to where I'm supposed to go when I die. maybe you could try the underworld.
Hell. But they aren't just dying though. They're having their.
They're kind of dying.
But they're having their godlyhood stolen from them. They're having what makes them.
I'm just trying to be helpful. I'm sorry for causing more argument.
I don't apologize to them.
It's a valid point, but if you get your essence basically stolen.
Iker.
Is it easier to talk to the Fates or go to the Underworld?
To the Underworld, I think we're going to get to.
Lovely.
Don't say that now, please. The best part about it is gone, so... That's Hades.
I don't need a reminder.
Sam just screwed again.
Are we going somewhere? Or should we just all take a nap?
I think, personally, we all kind of deserve a nap after today. But...
Someone already had a nap.
Hard pass.
I don't need sleep, I need answers.
You need sleep too.
I mean, it is a long boat ride. We can sleep on the boat. Depending on what version that goes with, it's a long boat ride.
I'm not going to sleep on a boat.
Can you guys sleep sitting up?
Can I? Yes.
Okay.
Will I? No.
I mean...
Or would you like to sleep before we go?
Are you all talking about killing yourselves so that you can go to the underworld?
I'm pretty sure that if I die, I'm not going to the underworld with you. I'm going way somewhere else.
We're not killing ourselves, no.
I unfortunately would go straight to the underworld. I
Okay.
don't want to go there.
That was... Where'd you come from, tiny Asian lady?
I've been here the whole time.
Tiny age.
She's quite stealthy.
Clearly.
I do tend to hide in the shadows.
It is lovely to meet you. I'm Arthur Pendragon.
Yuki. Lovely to meet your acquaintance.
Well met.
You don't lie to.
What was that?
Well, if I may, like Arthur sits up again. It's just like, the underworlds, like kind of like the overworlds, right, are all connected in a way. They're different dimensions, different realms, different dimensional states of being, as I understand it. Rather than dying, what if you were just taken and then made the journey from dimension to dimension?
I mean, that was the plan. I was not planning on dying.
Oh,
It would have had to be then, or else I was just going to nap.
You made it sound like you were all going to ride the River Styx.
I mean, you can ride the River Styx without dying.
Okay, well, lays down again.
But, if you know a way into any of the hells that we can go from walk from one to the other.
Underworld's not hells, there's only one hell. Well, no, technically there's like a goddess hell, but different thing. And her realm is hell, but with one L. Right? Is that right?
Anyway.
Helheim.
Right. Anyways. I can help. If you wanted a different way. But if you did not, if you desired your own course of action, totally understandable. You are fair, honorable warriors. And you've got this. I believe in you.
how would you be able to help us?
First we'd have to travel to another area here in the country, and then we have to hope that someone's feeling in a good mood.
Who?
Samael?
Oh. One of yours.
Now, I wouldn't say one of mine, again. Loosely tied.
But it's your religion.
It is my religion, yes. You are correct.
Typically get along, if you know what I mean.
That's why I said good mood.
Don't imagine pancake breakfast will do it.
But plus side, if they're not in a good mood, you'll all die and go to your underworlds anyway. So still technically accomplishing the goal.
Hard pass.
Would Finn know of any other way into the underworld to, possibly want to go visit?
Can I also make that roll, considering?
Yeah.
Do we have to go to the underworld?
Apparently.
Hold on. General
we
Finn rolls
are we
3
sure?
times to make super sure.
Did it roll 3 times?
No,
Oh my
you
God.
just rolled it the most so often it looks like you rolled it 3 times.
Oh my God.
Come up so low.
Dolly.
I don't understand.
Dolly.
Listen, you are meant to be pretty, not smart, okay?
And intellect is my second best skill.
I know.
I'm just rolling more than twos.
Oh, hey, we have a random hurt from Deadly. Yuki, take a bruise.
I'm glad it hurt, Sam.
Okay, so let's see here.
21. That would be math.
Fid, you were rolling for what again?
To see if I knew any way into the underworld for Hades. Yeah. Seeing as I'm from that pantheon.
Right. Off the top of your head, like the way to go, you do not know. However, you do know where you could find it out.
Okay.
And you have two options: Athens, Greece, or Nashville, Tennessee.
Okay. Would I also know about the currency of gold coins?
Yep. That's common knowledge for that.
Okay, good.
And Dolly, what did you roll intellect for again?
To see if I knew of an easy way to get down into the underworld, considering my father-in-law.
William never actually talked about that.
Okie dokie.
You mean my uncle? Well, we can do that. I know a way down into Hades' realm is there's Nashville, Tennessee, surprisingly enough, and also just in Athens, Greece.
Neither really seem convenient.
Alternative plan. Hear me out here. We float Fid around as walking bait and just take out whatever comes from him.
That's not going to get us to the underworld and get our answers.
Unless he's
But it'll
not
solve the problem. We'll find who we're looking for. Eventually.
I mean, I am into that, so it's not an illogical thought process either.
Thank you.
And we're going to go ahead and take our first break here, because I desperately need to use the bathroom. And it's been almost 2 hours anyway, so why not? Friends, we will be back shortly after this commercial break. Please enjoy your commercial videos. Not Twitch commercials, but Big Mac commercials. Daddy commercials. Let's go. We will be back soon. Thank you so much for the welcome back, guys. We are back from our break, and we are ready to push through to the end of tonight's episode. I have no idea which way it's going, and I can't wait to see what happens.
Man, I couldn't have gotten them online.
So we left off with the party debating about how to get to the underworld. Arthur is over on his side of the warehouse, like sleeping and stuff. Sometimes he'll sit up and be like, idea! Okay, fine. Lay back down.
Who is it? Samael?
You know, I might have a way. I'm gonna pull out my phone and start scrolling through the list of the Dodekatheon and Scions. And look for any of them that I know that may or may not have the ability to get to Tirnanog or Mamel.
Evens or odds?
Well, odds has been screwing me all night, so I guess I'm gonna go evens for once in my life.
This will be the time it's odds because you've betrayed me.
Stranger.
Nope. Oh, good call. Yeah. You would know. Insert name here because it's not an NPC that I've generated at all.
I might have someone who can get us to the Tuatha's overworld. And potentially from there, if she's in a good mood, I could ask my mother to transport us.
Well, if we're already going to depend on someone's good mood, we might as well hit up Samael.
Yeah, no, I'm not fucking with some Abrahamic angel.
I can agree with that one.
Wow.
No offense, Arthur.
Wow.
Fine, I'll go. Not afraid.
I'm sorry, what was
If you're
that?
afraid, you can stay.
What was that, Jolie?
Do you have a good relation with Samael?
Kind of. He wishes I'd participated more in godly adventures.
No.
But you could potentially put in a good word for us.
And somewhere from the south of you, you'll hear, I could.
Do I need to roll perception to figure out where that came from?
No, I gave it to you. So, like, you guys are up in, like, the north side by the store. From back behind one of the busted vehicles down here, you is where you heard the voice. Then, out steps the thirst trap of the day.
Something I have to look in the group chat for.
Nope, this will be in the Scion channel.
And what exactly?
Put in a good word.
But why would you do that? We don't even know you.
You tended to my friend. You fed him. You broke bread. Why?
Good enough for me.
Why wouldn't I assist someone who's assisting one of mine?
Can I roll insight?
Sure. I love that, Artie. God damn. Does that do it for Aquila? Does that do it?
No, not for Gaea. No, he's totally out of her league, man.
Gotta get that confidence up.
He's sincere.
Okay.
I would prefer the option of just traveling to Nashville.
You always take the longest possible option.
I take the option where we won't upset some goddamn angel and have to fucking fight our way through the things again and still be nowhere.
Stay here.
We have
Wherever you want to stay.
Who are willing to vouch for us. Come now.
Tell you what, if a fight breaks out, you can hide behind me.
I won't need to hide behind anybody, thank you though.
Are you
What are you worried about?
Him, Laurel?
Pretty boy makes his way over to the other side to talk with Arthur.
I'm gonna.
While everybody debates.
I'm gonna absolutely listen in.
Okay.
You want me to roll perception?
No, I'll give it to you. It's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, if people are going over and trying to talk to there, I'd also kind of listen because now I'm curious to what the fuck you talk about because we just got propositioned an angel. I'm not feeling happy about this.
I'm just casually listening in. I'm not like going over there.
I am. You can tell if someone looks at me, they can tell I'm paying attention to that conversation.
Lou's back is to everyone, and Arthur is laying there, so they're unaware that you guys are eavesdropping, or they just don't care, or whatever. He's like, seriously, Arthur. I don't think Samael would be mad seeing you. It'd be wonderful to have you back. Like I tell you every time I come. Like, yeah, I know, Lou, but still. Like, sometimes, like, the wrath thing, I just don't feel like it anymore. I've been doing it for hundreds of years. It's understandable. I understand that the concepts of time to you are draining, and we apologize for it. Like, you're one of the good ones, Lou, you know that? He was like, yes, I'm aware that I am one of the good ones, thank you. Pure of heart, my boy. Pats his shoulder. Don't ever change. Well, only one of us changed. We aim to keep it that way. But thank you. Lou stands back up and turns around, then finally, notices the group. And Jolie moves closer and smiles softly at Jolie being closer. Should you make your way to Boston, we would happily try to assist you.
Well, Boston's a whole lot closer than Tennessee.
I don't think the distance is your friend's problem. I believe the potential confrontation.
Well, I know it's not his problem.
The fuck do you mean by that?
He'll look at Yuki. Not menacing or anything, but also not cordial friendly, just looking.
Insight check on that?
Sure.
Yeah.
Potential threat.
Yuki's a potential threat?
Potentially.
Okay.
As far as he is, yeah, and same for you, Fid, with your also a critical on insight. I was just like, that one. Don't like that one.
Yuki's a friend. Come now.
Are you saying that out loud? Are you saying that out loud to him?
Oh, I'll go and lock arms with Yuki. Will she let me?
She will.
Okay, I'll go and lock arms with Yuki and kind of
awkwardly, but yes.
And kind of put my head towards her shoulder. We just kicked off so well. I don't see why anybody could dislike her. See, look at that smile. Ain't it just the darndest?
Sorry. It just must be the resemblance. I apologize.
I'll just kind of pat Yuki's arm and then let go.
I'm sure you're nothing like your mother, miss.
I try to be the complete opposite. I'm not her biggest fan.
Is Yuki seeming a little angry by chance?
A little holding it in.
Okay,
referencing especially after he said that he can see the resemblance.
I'm gonna use really feel it in order to calm her back down again.
click it.
You can either will save or relent. It's up to you. Just because you would have felt it before.
She did. This is the same thing she did to you when you were mad that Jin Su had volunteered you to go on this quest.
Yeah, the same. It would be the same exact thing too. I'd just be like soothing your anger.
It's fine.
Relent.
I feel better now.
Good.
Thank you.
You're most welcome.
Then, it was wonderful meeting all of you. It's nice to see that not all of your kind are violent.
Lou.
Lou.
Well, inside
Not
of
short
the
for.
you did that.
Can you? Sure.
What?
Dolly asked if she could roll insight to see if Fid was intentionally messing up his name. Were you?
Yes.
Petty. Petty.
I am a Dodeka.
He is from the Dodeca. They do have a reputation.
Saying that in character. Petty.
Okay. The way that you just looked at her, is the angel going to look at her in the same way?
Samael, no.
Okay. Is he telling the truth?
Yeah.
You have to roll for it?
No. You don't have to roll for insight on truthfulness. That's one of your powers.
Okay. Well, I know I get like +5 for some stuff with that as well. So I wasn't sure if that was.
That's against like that's against like trickster gods.
Okay. Okay. Cool. Well, does he have a phone on him?
He does not. He has
Fucking hey.
He has nothing on him.
Is there enough technology in this room to make another phone?
Okay, but when you say nothing,
He has clothes. Get your mind out of the gutter. I tend to frequent gives the name of like a very prominent church in Boston. It's like that's where you could find me. Should you decide to go down that path.
ask a question without seeming too rude.
I will try not to be offended.
I can help you if you are. Is there a reason you don't seem very, I don't want to say technologically advanced, but you seem
Cavemanish.
rude.
Traditional.
Everything that I need is given to me by him.
Fizz laughing, as that laughing is happening in character, by the way.
Lou's head will turn away from Jolie to Fid as he's laughing at him.
Don't worry about him. He has some issues.
Isn't it? But so here's the thing: if he made humans and humans make phones, isn't a phone something from him in a convoluted sense?
It's being more literal. So
It's wonderful to see how uneducated mortals still are.
yeah, I agree.
Well, before this divulges into, a petty squabble, I would just like to say that I really appreciate your offer, and I think that perhaps our group should talk amongst ourselves.
I still stand by my statement that it was wonderful to meet all of you.
I didn't say it was not.
I hope I have given no offense, as I do not feel I have received.
You still didn't answer my question.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear a question from you, John.
Sorry. What's Lou short for? What's your name short for?
It's just a modern vernacular of my name, my friend.
Insight.
Same.
Is he lying?
He's not lying because it is a shorthand for his name.
But he is trying to be deceitful.
He is definitely not trying to tell you his name.
Ooh, secrets don't make friends.
Names have power.
For some.
For most.
Do you wish to be my friend?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Then maybe one day when we are friends, you will know my name.
You're breaking my heart here.
We just met, Miss Jolie.
I know. I get attached quickly, what can I say?
As do I.
Do you?
I do.
Hmm.
I love all of his children.
Okay, I hate to interrupt this touching moment, but I feel I should inform everyone of something that I might have left off. Please don't get mad at me.
On that note, Lou will turn to go back
Goodbye,
out the
Lou.
back. Will go out the back door that he had entered in from earlier.
Yes.
Were you intentionally deceiving us?
I was not intentionally deceiving you. It's something that slipped my mind.
I'm a roll inside on that.
Yep.
Did it actually?
Jesus! Your net
Actually,
20s on
actually-
insight.
It actually slipped my mind.
Okay.
So I only really like my portents, the precognitive bits of them. Normally when I see someone about to die, it's gonna happen real soon, so we should probably hurry up.
Oh yeah, also speaking of things, Killian, Lou
Oh,
was
God,
not a
another
living
one?
Lou was not a living creature.
Oh.
Oh.
Who's about to die?
Points at the drawing on the floor. All of them? I'm gonna go with all of them.
Can we get perhaps an estimate on time? Usually,
Somewhere between an hour and a week?
Very specific.
To go now.
Water power. Let's go then.
so the shortest route is what we're thinking then.
Shortest route there, but how long is it going to take to negotiate with him?
Depends how mouthy we are.
Bid
Yes.
depends how mouthy you are.
I'm not mouthy.
Oh god, it's gonna take forever. Alright. Might as well start now then.
So I think we as a group probably need to come to an agreement on which route we're going to take.
Yes, let's vote.
I vote my route.
Yeah, but yours has a bunch of ifs, ands, and possibilities in it.
Pulls out phone, begins texting unnamed NPC. Hey, how quickly could you get us to the Morgan's realm?
Why? Like you get like the Gabriel Iglesias gif of why.
It's gonna take forever.
Jolie, do you have access to a private jet, a plane of sorts?
Mateo,
If you have enough money, you could charter one.
I could.
You could also get a helicopter.
A helicopter would be easier and cheaper.
The helicopter's faster if we have to end up going to a longer distance.
Which is why we shouldn't go a longer distance.
We should just charter a jet to Boston and then go from there if needed. I mean, you can just convince people to not have to pay, right?
That's not very ethical.
We're not in ethics anymore. We're in surviving.
We are not
Fine.
need to worry about.
Ethics still matter.
Okay.
I'm not harming anybody.
All right. Before we get too delved into that particular rabbit hole, Boston, yes, everyone.
I did say Boston, didn't I?
Did you respond
Boston.
back? Did you respond back to the
Are
why?
you everyone, Fid?
Just put it in the group chat.
Oh.
Aquila, Yuki, Boston, or somewhere else?
If Boston is quickest, then we need to go now.
Yuki?
Let's go.
Yuki,
Like,
before you commit to that, let's go. If this goes wrong, you go back to your mother's realm.
I take it back.
still not voted.
I am gonna calm her down again if she submits.
Nope.
Not submitting this
Why
time.
would you not want to go, Yuki?
Roll a will for me.
It's the left side of your sheet on the main page, about halfway down.
You failed.
You failed, but it's only by 1 degree, so your anger, your panic slightly goes away. It's not like full, I'm calm like earlier. It's like still like,
What is causing you panic, Yuki?
I don't want to end up stuck with my mother.
How would you end up with your mother?
She's the queen of the underworld.
So let's just not make sure we fuck it up and not go there, then, eh?
It'll be
And
fine.
if we do fuck it up,
If we do, you got all of us with you.
you're nothing against her. I will not go back to her.
How about no yelling? I don't like that much.
This is why
No one
emotions are
asked you.
senseless. Well, I'll be outside once you guys convince her yes or no.
Okay,
You can stay. We'll leave you.
Yuki,
No, we won't.
I would like to throw the probability out there that the chances of you dying on this mission wouldn't come until we get to the very, very end. You're not gonna die in the jet, regardless of where we're going. There's literally less than a 1% chance of that happening. Does that help you?
There's still a chance.
There's a chance you might choke on your own spit in 2 seconds.
I haven't seen you die, so there's that.
Morbid as hell.
Not morbid,
You'll be perfectly fine.
but also I don't want to go to Boston.
What do you have against Boston?
A lot. Starting with Old Bay.
I mean, we can always go to Nashville if need be. Did you hear back from whoever you need to get to the other place and then from your mother?
They said they can take us if we can get to them.
Where
is them?
I'm asking.
You just call them.
Fine. I hate phone calls. Pick up the phone and just hit the phone symbol at the top of the text message chain.
Hi there, laddie. How are we doing?
Hey, cousin.
To answer your text, I am at Niagara Falls.
Okay, you're not that far away.
No. 1
New
second.
York.
You hear somebody like frantically like scream and then suddenly like gasp for air and like more splashing.
Are you
Everything's
riding
perfectly
down
fine.
Niagara
Everything's
Falls?
perfectly fine over here.
Are you riding down Niagara Falls right now?
No.
Did you just push someone over Niagara Falls?
I may or may not be in the process of holding somebody under the water until the last bubble goes pop, yes.
Fair enough.
He killing somebody on the phone with you.
Do you want me to bring them back when you're done?
Oh no, they deserve it.
Okay.
Unless you want to fight with your mom for their soul, then, go nuts!
No, actually, can you hold off on that until I get there? That'll make this easier.
Well, let's find out. Will you shut up if I stop drowning you for a couple hours? Whatever you want. Yeah, sure.
Alright, good. That'll bring her to us, and then we don't have to, go to Tirnanog or Momel or anywhere else.
But it's so pretty.
It is. I'll buy you a beer thereafter. We're on our way.
Fine.
We are?
We're going to Niagara Falls. Let's go.
The American or Canadian side?
The American or the Canadian side?
Oh, they already hung up.
Oh, fuck, he hung up. We'll figure it out when we get there. Let's go.
Doesn't matter.
I don't have my passport.
We leave now.
Do you have a passport?
No, I don't. That's why I said I don't have my passport.
Oh, I thought you left it at home.
No, I never travel outside the U.S.
King,
No need.
right now, to the door, to Niagara Falls. We can carry this. I'm not saying this out loud.
No, yeah, like I would be ready and waiting, ready to walk and talk.
Laurel,
It was before you all depart. It was wonderful to meet all of you, and I wish
You have a delivery coming on Friday.
What day is it
What
now?
the fuck did you order him?
Whatever day it is.
Yeah. I wish you all the best on your quest, and take care. And I know most of you will scoff, but may God protect you.
Poker, 2 weeks. Get a table.
Thank you for your hospitality and generosity, Arthur. It was a pleasure meeting you.
Yep. Nice meeting you.
I appreciate your kindness.
So we came up with a plan just to ditch it 2 seconds later.
I think
Fuck
so.
off.
We're still in that plan. We're still going to the underworld. We're just going with him. It's somebody we know versus somebody else knows.
No, his friend.
Nope.
My cousin, thanks. Also, everyone's
What?
going to get really cool with a lot of shit really quick.
Oh God.
Like killing people on a phone?
Yeah.
Not okay, that.
I kind of agree with that statement.
Sometimes you have to crack a few eggs.
You don't actually have to crack them. You can drill a hole in the top, and then you can it leaks out.
Fuck's sake, where are we going?
Niagara Falls. My van's back at the hotel.
Or
I don't care
Man.
anymore. I don't even care
Why are
anymore.
we
I just
taking a
wanna go.
van?
How far is Niagara Falls from us, Mateo?
New York City is on the eastern side of the state, and Niagara Falls is all the way on the western side of the state, and New York is a deceptively long state.
By vehicle, it takes about 6.5 hours to get from New York City all the way to there. By plane,
Helicopter.
it's like an hour, depending if you have a layover.
Is it quicker to Boston?
It's not.
No.
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 It's like a 9-hour drive to Boston.
Okay, but flying wise, is there a difference?
Oh yeah, flying wise, absolutely. Flying wise, it would be like an hour to technically Buffalo, not Niagara Falls.
And
But-
20-minute drive at most.
Yeah,
in
exactly.
Buffalo,
But like
Niagara.
at most, what Dudley said. Those of us familiar with that side of the state. But,
I'm gonna look for us to charter a helicopter.
You go through the contacts that you have from your missing husband, and all of his private pilots for helicopters, planes, a yacht captain, etc.
I'll just message a few and see how quickly they could get a helicopter
I'd be fueled and ready in 15 minutes, ma'am.
May I ask your obsession with helicopters?
It's quicker. Time seems to be of the essence if you haven't realized.
Can I perform a knowledge base on ever helicopters quicker than an airplane?
I'll give you one word out of character. Airports are frickin' hell.
You don't have to go. You don't have to go through as much terminal stuff. You do not have to wait for airfields to be cleared for your plane to take off. So roughly it would come out to mostly the same, but it's way less hassle to deal with a helicopter than it is a plane. And considering some of you are walking around with weapons, and
it's just a shield.
Yours is just a shield.
And a spear is just a spear. Yep.
It's a walking stick. Come on now.
I'm gonna pinpoint the fact that I have a helicopter. It's gonna be on this building in 15 minutes, fueled, ready to go. We need to figure out if we're going to Niagara Falls or if we're going to Boston.
Niagara Falls.
Niagara Falls.
Fine. Do you feel better now, Yuki?
I do, thank you.
I mean, we're still going to a version of the underworld.
What's the difference to you?
It's a more calm approach.
Which one?
Niagara Falls.
How is that calmer? We're literally going to where a guy's killing someone.
Oh my god, we made a decision. Can we please stop?
This doesn't have to do with the decision. That's fine. I just don't understand what the difference is.
You know, people are complex.
I know. But it might matter in the future.
I just realized
We're asking a favor of one of the pantheons that is a part of this group versus one that does not take part in this group.
What's that supposed to mean?
That's supposed to mean not every pantheon needs to know our business. Not all pantheons are trying to work together.
I suggest you guys get what you need to get for this journey.
Man, that 2 hours I gave everybody would be really full time.
Then I take it that everybody's ready to go.
Mm-hmm.
I'll hail down a Uber or taxi or something for us.
Easy. The helicopter pilot asks where you'd like to be picked up from.
I'll ping whatever the closest helipad is.
Okay.
As I said, Keela has one heck of a poker face, so there's rarely any emotion on her face. But if you were to glance at her throughout this whole time since Killian mentioned that they might die in an hour to a week, an occasional eye/neck twitch is about all you get, but yeah. Small detail, but there
Can
it
I
is.
insight check into that to see why she seems nervous?
That is what insight is for, yes.
Yeah, if that's noticeable, that would be doing as well.
And Akila, if you were trying to not be, I need you to roll me a deception.
Okay. Searching. Where's deception?
It's going to be in the same box where insight is, where insight and general
It would be
knowledge.
right above your general knowledge.
Yeah, right as I said that, it stared me in the face.
All right, so Jolie, you can't quite figure out what's going on with her, but Akila, tell Fid why.
Tell Fid why what?
Why the twitch, the anger, the subtle nuances of Akila's poker face cracking.
Because rather than focusing on okay, how do I word this? She's nervous because at literally any moment, apparently, these people that she swore to find are going to die, and the party is arguing non-stop over where to go rather than just going. Like, she is nervous over the lives of these Scions and her ability to save them at this point.
If you're gonna pat your knee and be like, it's okay, we are on our way.
Don't touch her.
We are on our way. We're doing what needs to be done.
We are traveling by helicopter. Again, as this is something that I didn't have planned, there's no maps for this. We're just going back to our blue screen. I don't have NPCs for this or maps for this. This is going to be great. Just off the cuff, doing things, doing stuffs. All right. And you guys, powers that be, hurt from Big Aristotle. Let's see who gets hurt on this helicopter trip.
Rude.
And it's Killian.
Turbulence.
And we have another care. One. That is Akila.
Hey, thank you. Is that a hero point?
Yes. We'll just go ahead and say that's a hero point. So, Killian, Laurel, and Akila, give yourselves an extra hero point.
Or hope we fight something soon.
Because unfortunately,
Deadly.
No.
No, kill.
What?
No, Killian.
Sorry, I'm used to it.
Because unfortunately,
One time it's not.
unfortunately in this system, gear, weapons, all that kind of stuff costs points. So instead, we're just going to go with hero points to let you guys do awesome stuff. So you guys have 2 ways to get more Icar, essentially.
I'm off my phone here today, so I shouldn't be disconnecting. That's why I do actually good service.
I love that your voice gets real laggy. This you're like, my internet's fine today.
Yep.
It just wanted to prove a point.
Oh, all right. Well, shit, we kind of need him for the next part, don't we?
Yeah.
Resetting it.
He said he's resetting it.
Yeah, that's all good.
Laurel's gonna take a nap on the helicopter.
There we go.
All right, cool. All right. Are we doing anything on the helicopter, or are we just going to fast track this?
Napping.
Nothing.
Napping. That's it.
Okay.
I am fruitlessly going over my notes, and that's it.
I have a question.
I have an answer.
Injuries. How many of those can I end up with before something just horrible happens to me?
So all injuries do is they take away your toughness roll. So eventually, if you get enough injuries, and you roll low, you'll get completely knocked out by an attack. But essentially, that's the only thing injuries do.
Can I roll treatment to help get rid of those?
As we discovered when Laurel, well, no, it wasn't Laurel. Jolie or Aquila? I think it was Jolie. In the combat was trying to heal you guys with treatment. So yes, that is what treatment is for.
Okay. Is Killian, after Killian, I'm assuming just gets the head just bashed by a turbulent situation.
Yeah, just boom.
I mean, I'm gonna just try to help him out.
Okay. Roll treatment. Why not? Hey, take that injury away, Killian.
Oh, good. Now I've only got one more.
Then take both of them away.
Oh,
You
good.
son of a bitch. No, wait, no. I got healed by the light last time, so I have no injuries either. So,
Yeah, all of you should be healed by now. All right, and the helicopter gets you to Niagara Falls. No issues, complications. You're not attacked by things. Nothing. As you quickly make your way out of New York City.
Where does it put us? Like, are we in like Buffalo?
No, it takes you to Niagara Falls.
Oh, it's taking us directly. Okay.
Yeah, that's another upside of not taking a plane. Helicopter could technically, if it finds a field, could just drop you off.
If it drops us in a field, everyone's gonna have a real weird moment. As soon as we touch down, Killian strips off his boots and places his bare feet against the grass and the dirt.
where are we being dropped off here, Matt?
In a field.
Okay, because I know there's only like 2 helicopter places actually in the Niagara Falls itself. So
I'm gonna look very distraught in my high heel shoes.
Do you need help walking?
I may carry you.
Oh, that would be
Very
lovely,
virtual.
Laurel.
What?
I said that would be lovely, Laurel.
She will. Laurel will absolutely carry Jolie.
Like, does she try to carry her in like the bridal sense or like the sack of potato sense?
Yeah, she doesn't need both hands. She just...
Fantastic.
If it just doesn't know, if it did offer to help, okay? Maybe not carry.
Do better? I don't know what to tell you.
Oh god, it feels so good to be
No,
in the
I
city.
understand you care, but I'm just letting it be known. Fate is not completely heartless, okay?
You're so strong, Laurel.
Yeah, it's pretty much my thing.
Very nice.
Your hair smells good.
Thank you.
I'm walking. I'm hope they're walking as well as they're looking at each other.
Laurel is carrying Jolie. This conversation's happening.
Okay. I know the conversation's happening. I'm just making sure they're walking while it's happening.
While they're having a moment, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Walking and talking. And sniffing.
Killian, does your uncle or cousin want to share their location with us so we can meet up with them?
I will pull out my phone as I'm walking through this field with like my boots. I've tied the laces together and draped them around my neck. I'm just typing. Drop a pin of your location.
You drop a pin of your location.
Fine. To drop the pin of my location. to
About
him.
5 seconds later, caw, caw, and like bird fucks off.
Cool. What did he say?
Those of you that are currently on the ground will feel like a small like rumble, like just like a brief like. Then about right here, about 20 feet ahead of y'all, like the earth just kind of like pops open, and like a small, like maybe like 5 foot tall dude, like standard, like look at how John's dressed now with the silly hat and like a green flannel shirt, some suspenders.
Silly hat.
Also barefoot, just like, you know what I mean, the Irish people hat.
Is he wearing a kilt?
He looks so attacked.
He doesn't have his hat on right now.
Oh, I'm so used to seeing him with it on that I just
I'm
assumed it was still there. At the start of stream, it was there. My bad.
Where's the flannel now? I need the flannel.
I do have a green and black flannel.
Of course you do. Of course you do. I know my friends.
Oh, where is it?
Anyways, that hops up out of the ground, like lands in a squat, and like just stares at the group of you before reaches behind him into the hole, and then just pulls up a dude with him. And this dude's like 6'2", like beefy. There's just like one arm, and just like drops him onto the ground next to him. Shut up and don't talk.
Oh.
Hello, lads.
Hi.
Top of the morning to you.
Morning.
I just look at Laurel. We're not lads.
It's a general
type anyway. I'm
greeting.
guessing.
Ugh.
Who's your friend? What?
This is my cousin.
Well, he brought company.
Oh, him. I don't know.
I was told I'm not allowed to kill him till you're all here. Now you're here. It just does like that and like just smashes the dude's skull clean off.
Covers Jolie's eyes.
Like completely effortlessly too. Just literally like windmills like that.
Necessary.
Aye.
You'd feel a little wet spot since your hand's over my eyes.
Why did we have to do that?
We did.
Yeah, if we want her to show up. Starts looking around. Waiting.
So you guys will
Killing
see
your mother is Morgan, right?
My mother is the Morgan, yes.
you guys will see a raven fly back over. And then I'm not going to copy and paste like a bunch, but essentially, eventually you're surrounded by 100 ravens. All of them cawing and screeching. Some of them go over and start pecking at the corpse.
I'll kind of like touch Laurel's hand. I'll be like, "Is there a double murder?"
Ha! I like that one. Good joke. Good joke.
Matt, I'd like to use a token of harm on Dolly.
And the puns.
All right.
High risk, high reward.
Well, one of the birds gets tangled in Jolie's hair, and like it's thrashing about. Because I'm guessing because of that pun.
Yes.
It was such a good pun,
Yes.
though.
It was really good.
So Deadly uses one of his free redeems to automatically hurt Dolly. I'm sure chat will definitely not come for fit over that at all.
I think chat can agree with me that it was deserved.
Oh, that was a fucking fantastic pun. Go fuck yourself.
Dude.
It's like chill.
Okay, I actually don't know where to mark harm. Where do I mark
So
Injuries, left side halfway down.
So left side, right above where like your defense pools are.
Uh-huh.
There should be on the right side of that like hero points injuries.
Uh-huh.
Add 1 to your injuries.
Okay.
A very chilling voice kind of just like comes from all around you. It's like, children.
Hello, Mother.
And out from the crows will like sprout. Much larger, kind of like how Dionysus and Ares were far larger than life. Like this like tall, draped in black woman just kind of like shadows her way up from the crows.
Is Laurel's hand still over my eyes?
Nah.
Okay.
Laurel's like, no, there's a god here now. Nope. It was a bit brutal, Mads. Do my job good. I don't know why he needed to be dead. He's dead. I did the thing. I made it quick, painless. He didn't feel this one, not like what I was originally going to do.
Weren't you drowning him earlier?
Right. And I dare
Drowning
say
is much
instant
worse
head
than
smash is
decapitation.
a lot nicer than drowning, right?
Yes.
How are you drowning him for, though?
To make him
Drowning
feel
takes
it.
forever.
Right, to make him feel it, so he understands the
Also-
consequences of his actions.
It's incredibly painful drowning.
His actions.
What did he do?
Not important.
I would
Probably best I don't know.
Yuki, you're getting strong your mom vibes off this woman.
Yeah, I got that. I don't like this.
How can
Suck
I
it
help
up.
you? Why did you request this audience?
I need to request transportation for me and gestures to the group with him
Oh,
to the underworld.
Killian, you volunteered to help the Dodecas. How kind of you.
Following the portents that the birds send me.
Well,
That you send me.
it is nice to see that you are taking your role so seriously, my son. My boy. She'll like lift your hat up, ruffle your hair, put your hat back down.
I actually have no words for that. That actually was very nice, Mother. Thank you.
I can be kind.
Oh, I know you can.
So many people think that
It's
I
the
can't.
no, it's the perception around the occupation, and I understand that. That's why I don't see you that way.
I believe only one person's currently hurt, so Dolly, you can go ahead and heal that injury.
Thanks.
Who healed her?
Chi.
Oh, okay.
Never again am I ever healing fit in battle.
What?
Deserved.
What?
Where...
I'm just gonna lean my head against Laurel's shoulder.
Why would I take you all to Tunanuk? None of you belong here currently.
We need
And there's like an icy, like she's not like I'm trying to intimidate you, just her natural way of being when she talks about why would I take you there? You don't need to go there. Like
I'd
icy
raise my hand.
stare.
I'd very politely raise my hand.
Yes, love child.
Because we believe that it might be easiest if we're able to transport from there to the Dodekatheon's underworld.
Oh, look at that. It hurt specific. Weird. Who saw that coming? Fid, take an injury.
Who's doing that?
Wow, who saw that coming?
Sam, don't you do this, Sam. Don't start this war.
You started it, not me.
You did start it.
I punished a pun, okay?
You don't punish puns. That was your mistake.
Puns are punishable.
No, they're not. But you're punishable.
Fid, by the way, as well, is going to go up near Killian and drop to a knee out of respect, and be like, it's for my family members. I may not be closer, care about them in a way, but I'm tasked with making sure that they are safe and returns.
Her long fingers like reach down to like underneath Fid's chin to like tilt his head up to look up at her. Many don't get the opportunity to realize the mistake of loving things while they're here. And I hope if you're successful, you'll actually let them in instead of keeping them far away. Family is the most important thing. Do you
I don't think you're helping.
I understand your feelings on that there, but love has made me lose everything I cared about.
Ed, you're talking to the wrong pantheon about family. Shh.
But they are my family. They are important to me.
She's gonna insight that.
Oh.
I don't know. How much ratings and insight would you say the Morgan would have, guys?
Say that's just an instant win.
I'd say yes.
Yeah.
You know what? We're just gonna.
While he's doing that, I would whisper to Laurel, do you think you could forcibly shut him up?
Is Fid lying?
They are important to him. He does hold no love for his immediate family. But there is a undertone of wanting to search for something else there, but it is also family. But may not be a Dodekatheon.
Okay, she'll keep that to herself. So, you wish for me to take you to Tirnanog so that you can venture to the underworld.
Yes.
She's gonna look at She's gonna look at the other three who haven't spoken up about this yet.
I wouldn't ask this.
Consent is very important.
It is?
It is.
I'm just trying to get to where we're going. I don't really care how we get there.
I like this one. Yuki and Akila?
Akila?
She turns and looks at both of you.
Yes.
To get to hell, do what you must.
Well, hell's a slightly... Anyway, it doesn't matter.
She gives a small, bow to the group of you. Remember those 100 ravens that I told you guys about earlier?
Yep.
They all begin to peck you guys to death.
Oh boy.
Oh.
This is on you, Killian.
Yeah,
This is on you.
I've died this way at least one other time. It's uncomfortable.
Could have gone to Boston.
Just give them the side of your head, let them go for the brain, then you won't feel it.
I'm gonna cling on to Laurel.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry.
Laurel's gonna try to cover Akila and Julie as much as she can until, she can't.
Lightly grabbing with two fingers on the whatever your pants thing are.
Just like the kids in a belt loop.
Yeah.
And right as you feel like your last breath kind of draw you sit up in a beautiful field. Unpecked, unharmed, your clothes not ripped. Nothing.
Can I punch Killian?
You can attempt to.
I'm gonna try to punch Killian. Unarmed close combat.
Yep, unarmed close combat.
Yeah.
And, I was about to say, Killian, what's your what's your parry?
16.
Less than 20.
All right, so Killian, roll tough. Laurel, what is your unarmed tough DC? Bottom of the front page in the notes box.
The notes box. I don't have that.
Did I not give that to you?
Nope.
Oh, right, because you're supposed to be your axe.
Yeah.
I feel like this sounds very deja vu from last game.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. I must not have put it on there because, again, her axe.
I'm not trying to kill him.
But it's fine. It's fine. It's a very easy fix. Hero Labs. Scion. Laurel. Or not. That's cool, too. 18. You know what? Just take an injury, Killian. Just take an injury. It's fine. I'll work on fixing that for next time. I'm sorry, guys. Thank you for the lurk, Tiny Gay Mod. So, Killian, ka-punch!
Oh. Why?
I would like to think you know why.
Fair enough. Yep.
Kind of deserved.
None from you, Fid.
Welcome to Tiernanog.
Thank you.
Honestly, the best afterlife.
I feel like Boston might have hurt less.
Three pixies come like flying up and just immediately swarm around Jolie. And they're like fixing her hair for her, like not attacking her or anything, just like straight like sudden Disney princess, just like she's being helped.
Oh, couple rules, real quick. This is important. If any of them ask for your name, you say you may call me, and then something that you would like them to call you. Do not use your name. That's the only warning I'm giving you.
One of said pixies literally raspberries at Killian, like. Pfft.
Yeah. I know. Killer of joy.
Tiny high-pitched voice. How rude.
I know your games.
I'll like, if there's one like close by, I'll just kind of like pat it on the head. Thank you.
We like you.
I like you too.
What's your name?
You
What did I
call me Joe.
I didn't ask for it. I didn't ask for it. Killian. She flies off.
I'll like look at Killian like, did I do it right?
Yeah, no, that's fine. Also, if they offer you anything, you need to make sure that it doesn't have something that they're asking for in return attached.
There's so many roles.
You're dealing with the Tuatha, and therefore you're dealing with the Fae.
Hey, I'm not up on that history, so can we just, you know?
Yeah, let's go. If a giant man offers you beer, it's delicious.
Oh, but there's nothing attached to that one?
Depends.
Drunkenness.
It's really good beer.
There is, as you guys go walk around, there is a very pretty looking ring of mushrooms off to your left.
I'm assuming we're going to avoid that fairy ring.
Stay out of that. I'm gonna guide them. I have to get up for a second to go handle the normal nightly stuff.
Right. Give Melissa a hug for me.
He took his headphones off already.
It's fine. He knows what to do.
Jolie, do you want to assist Killian with his injury? Or shall I?
Oh, I mean, sure. I'll like very gently like move away from like the pixies against the Killian. And then before I do, because I know Laurel did it, I'll just kind of give her like a little like, you good with me patching him up?
I'm done.
So you got the punch.
Oh no.
Oh my god, Dolly.
I love that you're either rolling supremely good
or terribly.
I'm rolling really good on the things that I'm really good at too. So it's like
I was like, come on, guys.
Can I help out with this treatment?
Sure. You guys come together.
I am making sure not to touch her during this process.
Because you got threatened not to touch Jolie.
Nope. Because she's emotions, and I don't want her to read my emotions.
You don't want it. You don't want them.
Don't want it.
Right, cool. And as Killian proceeds to lead you guys around, another bird kind of like flies overhead of all of you and seems to just like hover out in front a little bit.
Like guiding the way?
Yes.
Great. Just easily follow it.
Occasionally you'll hear like sounds, happiness, laughter, heaven and whatnots. Then everybody give me a perception check. Oh yeah. All of you. I'm just going to assume Killian because that's his main stat thing. You don't see anything right away. But suddenly from the trees, you hear a very funky song starting to play up. You hear
So
laughter.
loud I had to turn the music down.
Yeah, I turned it down too. I'm sorry. I didn't realize it was that loud.
Tonight.
I won't lie. My ears kind of was just like, dude, just like,
But a very funky, jaunty, happy song coming from the woods.
Jolie, please don't walk over there.
Why to me?
Because it's a very happy and like fun song, and you're a very happy and fun person.
Thank you. But for the record, I'm following Killian wherever he. This is his domain.
I'm just making sure. You're the one person that I would know that would be down for that kind of fun and music 100%.
If that was the goal in this particular moment, sure. But I'm not just gonna idle off.
I think she needs bagpipes to be happy, to be honest.
And all of you succeeded. Everybody give me a will save. Pass. Oh no.
Oh no.
Can I use a hero point or something?
You can use hero points to reroll, yes.
Oh, how much good would that do? Okay. I'm also going to use a hero point.
Okay. Good. And still waiting on Yuki.
Oh, did I not?
Oh no.
Would you like to spend a hero point? Would you like to see this?
Or would you like to accept your botch?
No, I don't want
Part of me
to.
that's like, what's gonna happen?
Oh,
I mean, Yuki's out exploring new things.
Yeah, I'll accept botch.
No. No.
Alright, she's small.
Yep.
Pick her up.
Yeah.
Alright, so you guys are walking, and like as you continue listening to the jaunty tune coming from the trees, like Fid and Laurel, at one point you guys are just like inadvertently, like you find like yourself like turning towards it, and then you're just like, then it's like you snap back, you're like, well, that's not normal. Laurel's just like, I don't dance, and Fid's just like, I don't play music with other people. Music's my thing. And dainty little Yuki is wandering off towards the sound of the music.
Laurel, can you grab her?
Yep, gonna try to grab her. What
you
roll?
thought
Oh,
I was
grab.
going to be the one that wandered off.
But it
I mean,
sounds so
I know
fun.
you. I don't know Yuki. I didn't know Yuki would like this kind of music.
You missed the grab on Yuki.
You started to wander too. You said this is it's a grab?
Yep.
So
I'm pretty positive. I'm pretty positive I didn't even. Did I give you a grab?
I have a grabbing finesse, so I'm able to use my dex score.
Right.
Ooh.
So, let me go to your sheet real quick.
Yeah.
So
Oh.
roll a d20 because I'm pretty positive you don't have any ranks in grab. Oh, you do. 1 and 2. So click grab for me. Dex 2. Yeah, that's what the 2 there is for. So 1 plus 2 is a 3. Also misses the grab.
Can I combat music with music?
If you pull your flute out right now, I swear to God.
I'm pulling my flute out. Can I combat music with music?
Oh, cool. John's back. Hey, Killian. As you guys were wandering, suddenly very happy, jaunty tunes started coming from the woods. Give me a will save real quick. Okay, you passed. Good job. Finn and Laurel took a step or two towards it before they snapped out. Yuki, however, in a trance-like state, is just wandering over to the music.
Can I try running in front of her to get her eyes?
Sure.
Okay. I mean, she's not running, right?
No. She's trance-like walking towards the music.
Okay. So I'm gonna try to get her attention and fascinate her.
Roll me persuasion. Versus. You're able to be more powerful than the charm of the music.
Okay. This is my thing. So I'm just gonna run in front of Yuki and kind of like grab her arms. Be like, Yuki, darling, come now. We have somewhere we gotta go. You don't need to listen to that. You can just come along with us.
Thank you for the sub, son. I appreciate you, friend.
Okay. It just sounded so wonderful.
Oh, it does. And maybe another time we can come back and have all the fun you would like. But for now, we gotta get going.
Finn is definitely pulling his flute out and playing his flute to kind of keep him balanced. And don't act like Finn is actually a good flute player, okay?
So now there's music from the woods and from your party.
Of course, in my musical, prowess, I would play something that goes with it, but also is like competing more as
right,
well.
you're giving a solo, not a stunning solo, but a solo. The flute actually goes really well with this music.
I look to the trees and I just am going to very slowly unsheath the sword on my belt.
As you unsheath, the music just stops.
That's what I thought. I slam it back into its sheath.
As it perfectly just now restarted.
All right, if the music stops, I'll pull my entrancement off of Yuki, but I'll kind of stay close to.
Yeah, by the way, and I just kind of tap the sword on my belt. They don't like iron.
Well,
any more tips and tricks? We're just gonna keep stumbling into traps. Stumbling into traps. Got it. Okay.
I mean, the pixies aren't technically a trap.
Keep going.
It's just in their nature. It's not a trap.
And as you continue to follow Newbird, eventually you get to a shoreline. There's an old wooden boat sitting there. No rower, no ferryman. Just a boat and a vast foggy bank.
I am going to walk up to the edge of the water. Mananan! No? Oh, there you are. We need you to ferry us over.
A skeleton-like hand reaches out of the water and grabs the side of the boat. And as it gets exposed to the air, flesh starts forming over it. Followed by the other hand, and as a body halves itself up, falls and collapses into the boat. When it rises.
Everyone, this is Mananan McClear.
Very handsome.
Do we need a gold coin?
Very handsome man. Red curls, green eyes, a little bit of freckles. Looks at you all and pulls a cowl of a jacket over his head. No, but you will need one for the transfer. And he'll gesture.
I didn't hear what you said, Matt.
He said, no, but you will need one for the transfer. And he
Surely
gestures.
you can take some other form of payment.
No, we're gonna need a coin to get on Chiron's boat
Mm-hmm.
at the
Well,
transfer
Hades-
station between the realms.
In Hades realms, gold coins is used as payment for pretty much everything.
Where would I get a gold coin from down here?
Jolie, evens or odds?
Odds.
You would know from your time spent with William. William always kept a small sack of gold coins in the house. You never knew why, he never brought up why, but he always made sure to have some. And as you like to keep things of his close to you, we'll just go ahead and say, because you guessed right, that it's in your purse.
Okay, well, I'll pull that pouch out then and kind of look at it and lay these.
Fid, you know that those are exactly, those are ancient, actual, factual, old school gold coins.
Those are actually what was made specifically for the realm of Hades.
Well, perfect then. Well, I guess we're ready then. I'll satchel it and then put it back in my purse.
And then,
So this
Only-
this ferry ride's free? Was that him nodding?
he slightly
okay.
bows.
I mean, is it? We had to get pecked to death by ravens. It's not exactly free at the moment.
And also
And
wasn't-
anything we need to know real quick?
Don't go into the water.
Yeah.
And he pushes the boat back with one of his oars.
We'll stop going into the water then.
No, it means don't go for a swim. The boat's fine.
Yep, the boat's going that way.
I'm sorry, do you not wish to sail?
Yes, but we need to get in first, right?
You have to get there to get in, love. And proceeds to row you guys.
So we're in the boat.
Yeah, we are in the boat. Dolly, we're in the boat.
Yeah, you guys got in the boat.
We're not in the boat, and I was
No. I thought you checked for the coins. They're like, okay, I'm good to go. I'm sorry, I assumed everybody had gotten in the boat. Akila's
I didn't
been
make that
all
assumption.
business.
So I was just like, well, you're going without us, bro.
No, he would not have taken off without you. If anybody hesitates, he does ask, are you sure? You don't have to if you don't want to.
I wouldn't hesitate. Would anybody else hesitate?
I'd wait until everybody else was on the boat. But then I get on the boat.
we rode.
Fade is the entire time. Fade's gonna be looking into the river.
I'm gonna sit across from this guy and kind of just
Like, just stare up into what he's trying to hide.
Fid, if it looks like a seal, it's not a seal. Don't touch it.
I don't plan on touching anything that looks like a seal.
Something seal-like moves just under the water around the boat. Can I help you? He never makes eye contact with you, but there is like the touch of a smile on his face.
Oh, darling, I'm sure you could help me in many ways.
Don't flirt with my uncle.
She's banging my brother. Well, somewhat brother, so it's only fair game.
Like a you problem.
Jolie, with Killian's, please don't flirt with my whatever. Like, there is actual final eye contact and a wink.
I'm gonna need a will save from him.
Again, I don't have stats for these NPCs, but they're gods, so I know I can highball it.
Because I need to roll persuasion. Okay. Maybe another 10.
What were you trying? Oh, persuade him.
I was gonna enrapture him.
Gotcha.
Fascinate him.
Well, I don't know if we'll ever meet again, but should we? I look forward to it.
Well, as do I, darling. Say, if you ever make a summit, you let me know.
We're not allowed to leave our realms and go to your world the way things currently are.
Unfortunate.
Someday.
Perhaps. So just kind of
Huff. Just
Yeah, basically a little pout.
It's like, I need my third husband, damn it! Stop denying me.
Denied.
Witness me. Look, if my mom can have 3 husbands, so can I.
He'll pause for a moment, like he just notices something. Like, doesn't stop rowing, but like instead of like just staring, he actually like looks like he's in a thought.
Insight check that one.
Mm-hmm. He's not trying to like hide or like deceive anybody, so he realizes the number of lives on the boat.
Is there a problem?
You're going through a lot and risking much.
That doesn't really answer the question.
It's not a problem. They're fine.
They?
Doesn't say anything else.
They?
Doesn't say anything else.
Killian. Who's they?
What?
What is that?
Who's beepy beepy really loud?
That's what I was wondering. Again?
There we go.
It was deadly.
Okay.
It's always deadly with the random noises.
What do you mean, who's they?
You muted, Deadly.
My headset died, so I was trying to figure out which thing my sound went to and figure out which one it went to, so.
Gotcha.
Your cousin here said they'd be fine.
Cousin.
More like uncle.
Whatever.
All of the gods of my pantheon are heroes from the old times.
I'm gonna look at this uncle again. Is he clearly a god? Okay.
It's like, it just suddenly clicks. It's like, oh! Hey,
That's fine. I take big bites.
Gods get down too.
It's
Clearly.
I think we're all here. It's fine.
You just met him as, a living skeleton. No big deal. It's fine.
Fine.
And eventually, what feels like hours, it's like the fog clears and there's like another wall of fog. And then off to your left, another one. And it's like you're in between all these different clouds. And he brings the boat to a bit of a stop. Which underworld are we going?
Dodekatheon.
Turns. Yuki, make me a perception roll real quick. Yeah, she's not being hidden. Towards one of the clouds to the right, in the fog, you can see kind of a pagoda, but standing like just on the edge, like in the mist, is a beautiful, beautiful Japanese woman.
Oh no.
Who's just staring at you. And all of you can hear lightly on the wind, almost like it's in your head, not like actually spoken out loud in here. Yuki.
I'm gonna ignore it.
I'll offer my hand over to Yuki.
I'm gonna look around.
Take it. Take your hand.
Yep. Anybody who wants to look around is, of course, willing and able.
Yep.
Fid is too intent on staring and searching, basically, in the river.
I'm not gonna look just because I'm focusing on Yuki and adjusting her feelings.
Supporting your friend.
Would you want perception?
Perception, yes.
Wow, I rolled a 3.
Again, all of you are good at different things. So yeah, everyone who's looking, which I believe is Laurel, Killian, and Akila, you also see the beautiful Japanese woman. Her face is painted white, very rosy cheeks, and like as a cloud moves over whatever source of light from the heavens above is casting down, like as like the shadow falls over her face, like it just turns into like a horrible visage of like a corpse and an angry like demon. And as the light comes back, it's back to the beautiful woman again.
I'd like to roll a general knowledge on this chick.
Sure.
That's your mum.
Yes. Yes, it is.
Izanami was the mother of all creation, according to the Japanese pantheon. And her husband, God, what was his name? There's Izanami and Izanagi? I don't remember.
Izanagi, I think, yeah.
Izanagi were married, betrothed. There was a spear given to them by the celestial beings on their marriage, which is really odd because Yuki uses a spear. That's weird. That's kind of weird, maybe.
Huh.
But unfortunately, Izanami died, and she was the first creature to die. And then her husband went to find her, and death changed her. She was no longer the kind, sweet, nurturing woman that she was. She'd become something else, and he never went back to see her ever again because she just straight up like tried to murder him. That's who you see. You also know that is the mother of pretty much the entire Japanese pantheon, not the Scions, but like Susanoo, All the gods that are associated with the Japanese pantheon are her children. And if Yuki is her child, Yuki technically isn't a Scion. She's technically...
a god.
Or at least real close to one.
Yet she doesn't have the height of one.
Wow.
And eventually, eventually, as the boat keeps going, the woman like kind of disappears in the wisps of the fog.
In the same boat? You're taller than I am.
And the boat comes up to the edge of another bank of fog. And like he angles it so that you're moving more sideways towards it. And there's a bump, wood on wood. And you're sitting there against the edge of another boat. Same thing, a different robed figure though.
You're up, Fid.
One hand reaches out towards you, palm up.
Jolie?
I will reach in my purse to grab the coins and start handing them to everybody so that they can give the coins themselves. Because I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, you have to each give it, not like, okay, yeah. So I would be giving them out to everybody.
Once she's done giving them out, he'll turn his hand and he will go for Killian's first.
Would Finn have his own coin?
No, because you don't associate with the Dodekatheon.
Okay. I thought that was going to be the answer. I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
I would not give Fid one until he asks for one, because I would assume that he has one.
Jolie, may I have a coin?
You don't have your own.
Not one of your status of coin.
It looks like family kind of matters, doesn't it?
He will go to Killian, then Yuki, then Laurel and Aquila, then Fid, and last Jolie.
I'll hand mine over.
Right. When Jolie goes to get onto his boat, his other hand comes up to stop her. The hand still held out.
I'll grab another coin and hand it to him.
You get stopped again.
I'll grab another coin and hand it to him.
Closes. Actually helps her onto the boat. And for the first time, he says a word, and he's like, "Mistress." Then you guys go into this fog bank.
I'll like to roll insight. Yeah, I'm rolling insight on this.
Okay.
I'm also.
Damn.
Not really my business, but I have questions.
God, awful roll.
Nobody gets it.
Jolie's good at one thing. Well, she's good at a lot of things. But roll-wise, there's two things. Persuasion and lies.
I will, as he says mistress and helps me on, I'll call him Stingy. In like a pouty voice.
Did you said stingy?
Mm-hmm. In a really pouty voice, though.
Each life, man. Not the rules. I'm sorry.
I'll go and take my seat.
All of you did hear him say that, though.
Mm-hmm. Saying nothing.
Deadly, you're muted.
We understand that fuck, though.
God!
Man, I did not hear what you said.
When he was helped, so after Jolie gave him 3 coins, he helped her. He's the only one he helped onto the boat, and he said,
Yeah, I heard that.
He acknowledged her as mistress.
Yep.
And then she's called him stingy.
Yep.
And he responded with a coin for each life. I don't make the rules, man.
So,
No.
Jolie,
No.
we're riding. We got time.
No.
So, Jolie,
No.
have you lived many lives, or do you hold lives in your hand?
I'm just gonna be looking up at the sky.
I'm gonna try to slap him in the back of the head.
Okay, I have to ask now. How many of us are associated with gods or goddesses of death? Raise his own hand.
War.
Does Jolie raise her hand?
My roommate's
All right,
like
no,
that.
that's right. They had that conversation.
Can I general knowledge? I don't remember if I forget if Fit actually knows who her mother is.
I don't think we went over that.
I don't know.
But it
And you
also
don't.
wouldn't really be
You've never really actively participated in Scion life either.
Yeah. No.
So I'm gonna say no.
Okay.
However, if the other person who is super smart and does associate heavily in Scion life wanted to make that,
I just had to leave for a minute. What happened?
Fid wanted to make a general knowledge roll, but because he isn't involved in Scion life. But then again, Aquila, I don't think you'd care who Jolie's mom is.
Not as it would be about the same amount of knowledge on every other god that I would have knowledge on. That's not important to me. So yeah.
Okay. And you proceed to continue getting ferried. It's like, it's good to see faces.
Matt, are we in the Dodekatheon, the Dodek River of Death?
Mm-hmm.
6.
Fid is immediately going to turn, if Jolie's not going to answer, Fid's not going to put effort pushing for an answer. He's going to just look over the thing and look and search in the river. Mm-hmm.
For whom?
You know whom. My brother.
Right. Oh, I'm supposed to ask you before I roll it. Evens or odds?
Odds.
Nope.
Bitch.
For those of you unfamiliar, please do not reach into the water. No matter who or what think you see.
I'm intentionally looking at the night sky, not the river.
Yep. Jolie's like, oh, look at these stars. Oh man, so many stars. Jolie, that's just a fog cloud. Doesn't matter, stars. They're up there somewhere.
Yeah, just pretty. This is great.
Is everyone actively ignoring Fid? Because that'd be cool if it was, but...
And?
Y'all's underworld
I'm
is
always
so
actively ignoring you.
dour.
Just the river, my friend. Just the river. Only my realm. But I get to help everyone make their way. It's a noble and good job.
Sounds like an honor.
greatest ever bestowed upon me. And, well, it was, I should say.
What changed?
I don't know.
What do you mean?
You're the first faces I've seen in months.
Well, that's not great.
Where are your dead going?
Not to me.
How long has Hades been gone?
A month.
So this was months before his disappearance.
Was.
And Thanatos?
Thanatos has been gone for 2.
There's no one there to bury your dead down here. It makes sense.
And eventually you break through the fog into the other side, and you see a vast island up ahead that just looks, no pun intended, but dead. It looks like there used to be some kind of vegetation, plant life, rotted, gone. This land, this terminal, the Elysian fields above, what lies below. The hooded figure just shakes his head.
Well, we're working on it.
A sorry sight indeed. We will do what we must. We'll do what we can.
And onto the shore.
Well, I think this is where you're at, Fid.
Call for me when you wish to depart. And the boat
Thank
just
you.
slowly starts receding back to the water.
Before I get off the boat, I'll, like, pat his shoulder.
Thank you, mistress.
I will help both Aquila and Jolie off the boat.
Does the hooded figure try to help me off the boat again?
Yep.
Again, I'll nod my thanks.
And he makes with absolute certainty that you never touch the water.
I'll take one of his hands and one of Laurel's and just like hop over.
Is my bird with us?
Your bird has not been seen since Tir Nanog. When you got on the boat, he just flew back into Tir Nanog. There are many places he can go. Other death realms, he's good. He doesn't want that. He's not about that life.
Blame him. Don't blame him for that one.
All right.
Well, now that we've made it here, I believe that you'd be up on finding the fates.
I'll be right back.
As you guys begin to start wandering, everybody make me a will save.
Again.
What is with these fucking low ass numbers?
We are looking for target number of 15 or higher.
Oh, thank God, Eric.
I'm gonna, so just to clarify, hero points, do those reset each session?
They reset each session, and the props that you guys give at the end of the games give you hero points for the next campaign, for the next
Okay,
session.
I'll use one.
Yeah, I'm gonna use one.
We are also 15 minutes to end, so you might as well. Okay. many did Dolly get last game? That's the wrong one. Is this the wrong one? Yeah, this is the wrong one. No, it's the right number. I thought. Heal. Main road. Nope. Where did I write my notes from last game? Dolly, I'm pretty positive you have like one more if you wanted to use it.
Okay.
Jesus!
It gets worse and worse every time. Wait, hold on, Matt.
Yeah.
When using a hero point, if it's below a 10, they're supposed to add 10 to it.
Oh, that's true. So,
Well,
That'll be a 17.
yep. So you'd have a 17 and be fine.
Okay.
All right.
I got you.
You guys
Thank you.
all move over a clearing, like a small hill, and down below, like at first, like just more dead, vacant nothingness. Like as you kind of stare, like it kind of starts. The air starts to kind of like shift, and like light is clearly doing something, and you all focus really hard because now you all have succeeded. And there's just rows upon rows. Oh wait, Dolly's back. Dolly, or not Dolly. Sam, give me a will roll.
You're muted, Sam. I know you're like cussing him out, but it's not coming through.
Cussing me out? She would never.
No.
I was just saying I tried so hard to make it to the end of game before going to pee, and then I couldn't. I was about to die.
Okay. All right, so Yuki doesn't see what I'm describing.
Damn it.
Unless you want to spend a hero point.
It's the end of game.
It is the end of game.
Yeah. I'm doing it. Spend the hero point.
Okay, and re-roll. So 16. Nope. Spending the hero point adds a plus 10 if it's under 10. So you have 16 and you pass.
Okay. Whew. All right.
Yep.
I was about to get really upset there.
And there are just rows upon rows of marble statues down in a field.
Are those the ones we're looking
There are about 12 that are much larger than the others.
Fid would be instantly walking down that way.
Believe we found the missing Dodekatheon members.
If that is the members, Fid would look for his mother and just stare at his mother.
Athena is very prominently displayed in this field of statues.
Is William down there?
Killian,
Jolie.
will save. Target number 20.
Oh god.
Not the tick-tocking that you've occasionally been hearing, but the first part of the vision. Like when you were flying through the clouds.
Yeah, I gotta pull it back
You were
up.
hearing all of it. All of those cries, screams, everything.
Falls to the ground. Like, onto his knees, dead blank stare into the earth as he just reaches up to cover his ears.
How close is Killian to me?
If you went wandering for William, not that close.
Can any of you fix this?
I'll upon Laurel saying that, turn around and head towards Killian, and I'll grab his arms.
I can fix it, but not the way you'd like.
I can.
Make a will roll.
Another will roll. Oh damn! If only you'd gotten that one.
Unless you want to relent, but that's up to you.
he is not in his right state of mind that he could actively. I feel like he could actively relent. He looks up.
Actually, Jolie, give me a will save. You go to grab Killian and like try to help him out, and like you like look around for a moment and just like, oh god, I hope this works. And like you look back down and William's face is in front of you, and like he's reaching a hand up to touch your face.
Matt, in that over-exaggerated way of the vision in part 2, the very bottom of it, he just lets out a very over-exaggerated Jolie.
And Jolie, you hear tick tock. Not like a voice, like an actual sound of like an old grandfather clock.
Well, I'm gonna fall to my knees.
Yep. So for everybody else, you see Jolie grab Cillian, or grab Killian. Damn it, I did so good tonight! Grab Killian, and like Killian like looks up at her, and then Jolie hits her knees.
And I'm
they're both
gonna shove them apart.
They're both just kind of like frozen there.
I'm literally gonna wrap my arms around him.
Right. To everybody else, they're just frozen there.
Oh, okay.
And as Laurel separates them, it's like the tick-tocking stops. Killian, like the screaming in your head stops. And yes, Devin.
The moment Jolie walks away, is anybody close enough to hear me if I would talk to Athena?
Probably Akila and Yuki.
Okay. I'm not going to say it loud. I'm going to say it under my breath then. Mother, you praised him for sacrificing himself for his heroity to save me, because my great birth and his lowly birth. But I'll show you that you can save people without sacrifice, without throwing one's emotions to the wind. And I hope you watch, and I hope you see this.
That backstory, I love it. And Jolie, as you're being pushed apart by Laurel, suddenly, like, William's gone.
Oh.
The fuck?
I'm gonna look back towards where his statue was. Is it still there?
Mm-hmm. And we'll fade to black here because it's 6 minutes till wrap up, till the end of time. That was episode 2. It went very different than what I had planned, and I kind of, fortunately, I love on the spot. It's like, well, we're just coming up with bullshit. I've got loose plot threads that were the future that I haven't fully developed, so take that and smash them together, and we make it happen. Because that's how you DM/storytell/whatever. You let your players have what they want. Sometimes you give them more than what they want. It's fine. That's how we roll. We are kind of short on time because I wanted to let these emotional scenes play out. So let's go with Yuki/Sam, who got to dodge the whole recap what happened last game with us.
Oh no!
Nice strategy, Sam.
Mm-hmm.
It's not my fault. I actually got busy with customers tonight.
No.
Normally I'm dead and I'm always there.
Who made your night? Whose roleplay was awesome and great to you?
Oh, I had
hard.
one for
It's hard.
Deadly, and
It's hard with this group.
No, I had one. They were all good, but I had picked Deadly, and now I can't remember what it was for.
It's because you're on the spot. You want me to come back to you?
Oh, when he kept playing the flute and then knocked Killian out. That's what it was.
Gotcha. All right, perfect. And
You're muted, Deadly.
I was gonna ask before if I could knock him out, but I'm like, oh, just wait and see if he falls asleep or not.
Sudden Static, I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. It was a really fun game. Let's see here. Fid.
It's gonna have to go. The Luxor, the whole interaction with Mother, and all that other stuff through there, and texting, and all that stuff is just great.
It was so good.
The inadvertent murder that you all got to be a part
The
of.
cousin part got me.
Aquila.
Giving it to Sam tonight because she went from like super sweet most of the time with her like smiling in real life to just freaking guttural. I will not go back to her. Like holy shit.
There's that anger issues coming out.
All right.
I love the hip hopping around with the character emotions.
Yeah, she's doing awesome with her flaws. Jolie.
Definitely Laurel. For carrying me and even complimenting me.
And covering your eyes from the murder.
I know. I feel like I might be softening that rough exterior a little bit. Just a smidge.
Mama Lioness gonna Mama Lioness. Laurel.
I'm going to say Jolie for her unrelenting flirting with every NPC.
Every single one.
Daughter of love, been a daughter of love. What do you want?
That's what I do. And finally, Killian.
I've got to give it to Aquila for the nervous twitching in the car and everything, trying to make sure no one noticed, but obviously bothered.
Hey, you guys all propped each other. Full circle. Let's go. Good job. All right. I am, as always, DM Daddy RPG. This has been Gaea's Fate. I looked up the pronunciation. I'm right. I got it wrong last week, though. I will admit my faults. This is a Scion-based campaign. We were joined by Aquila, played by Dodekatheon. Fid, played by Deadly Ambitions. Yuki, played by _Batsam. Jolie, played by Dolly Cakes. Laurel, portrayed by D-Generation X. And Killian, portrayed by Luxor 1091. It has been a blast. It's been a treat. Now I get to spend the week scrambling to figure out what to adjust and shift and move. But I love it. I love that you guys will be like, but this. I'm just like, let's go. I got you, friends. And we will see y'all next time you come around. It's okay. Oh, duh. And remember, Daddy loves you.
There it is.